right, now I got to have my main page come up here. Hold up, guys. There we go. Okay. Oh, I got it backwards. Damn it. No. It's over there. Thank you. Now, what did I do? Oh, I'm getting on my own nerves. Hello, everybody. How's it going? I am here now. It should be going. Everybody see me? Hear me okay? Everything good? Good in the hood? Oh, damn it. All right. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this live stream. Okay. I'll give people time to get in here before we start. Hello, Chris. Hello, Lynn Mincy. Hello, Scott's Aquatics. Mama Liam. My love, Lynn Mincy. My other love, Doreen, my sweetie. Who else we got in here? Zach Fisher. Political Foolishness. Hello, everybody. Good to see everybody. I'm going to give people time to come in. See what's up. Share it out if you can for other people that might want to come and talk about it. Maybe get a little educated on it. Hello, the Life of Grace and Logan Vlogs. Good to see you. How's everybody doing today? How's your day been? All right. Good, good. I'm glad to hear that everybody's day is going good. I'm doing pretty good today. It's been an okay day. Okay. 44 Mag Guy, how you doing? How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. The most innocent one ever. Hi, sweetie. How are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have trouble with Nick Gurr. I have trouble with you being in here. Okay. Goodbye. Have a good day. Be ready for the trolls, guys. All my mods. The trolls are going to start hitting us, of course. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get it started of what this is about. This is about depression and what people go through with depression. Hello, Miss Southern Belle. Your day has not been the best. I'm sorry to hear that, Zachary. I wish I could do something to make it better for you. Hello, King Rock Stars. How you doing? Anyway, this is about depression, what it does to people. And this is only my opinion. I am no psychiatrist or doctor or anything of the sort. This is just my opinion and my experiences. And I'm not trying to heal anybody or be a therapist in any way. I do have an ear and I do listen, and I try to listen to everybody and be as supportive as I can. But hello, Daniel. Daniel, keeping fish. How are you doing? Uh, we have Liam, the Irish Journey with Mama Liam. He is putting out the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. If you guys know anybody that is going through depression and has been talking suicide, don't take it as a joke, because it's not. It can happen, and they will do it. If people are talking about it, it generally turns into that. So always take it serious. Don't take it as a grain of salt, because it can happen. Okay. All right, Daniel. Um, I'm going to give you guys the definition of depression and what it is. Okay. Let's see. Depression is a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest, also called major depressive disorder or clinical depression. It affects how you feel, think, and behave, and can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems. Okay, with that being said, um, yeah, a lot of times you lose interest in your most favorite hobbies, things that you would normally love to do, you don't want to do anymore. Um, Hello, Tan's World, most innocent one ever. Can I please ask for a shout out for the friend of mine, Jessica Daniels? She's working at the moment, but I've brought her over because you've always been amazing to me and want her to trust you. Sure can. Hello, Jessica Daniels. I hope you're there. Jess Daniels. Why do people think depression or mental health is in general is a joke? Well, we'll get into that, okay? But depression, it does a lot of things to you. A lot of things. It can physically make you sick, the whole 9 yards. And people that do not suffer from depression do not understand it. It's hard for somebody to understand something when they haven't been through it. It's not like it's really their fault, but how they carry themselves about the person that's going through depression is their fault. How they treat the person going through depression is their fault. But most of the time when somebody tells you that it's a joke or something, it's because they've never endured it. They've never went through it. Depression is no joke. And for those of you that don't know about depression, let me get this back up again over here. Okay. Depression can lead to suicide. That is most of the time the biggest reason for suicide is due to depression. Depression will bring you down. Hello, Just a Girl. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you being here. Hey, y'all, please don't take it personally if my friend doesn't reply. She's just going through a lot, and we're back and forth on Messenger. It's okay. She's fine. Anyway, yeah, that's the biggest reason for suicide would be depression. It's a horrible thing. And for the person that's suffering through depression, sometimes they just need an ear. Sometimes they just want you to leave them alone. Walk away, leave them alone, let them do their thing. Just watch their reactions and watch what's going on with them, because, like I said, it can lead to suicide. You never know. Here are some of the effects of depression, some of the symptoms. Okay, and this is how you'll know if this person is talking about doing suicide or are going to commit suicide. Okay, Previous suicide attempts, biggest risk factor, 80% tried it before. So that means if they've already tried it before, they're more than likely going to do it again. So, another one, mentioning suicide plans. In the majority of cases, people have voiced their intent before killing themselves. People that go through depression talk about how they want to end their life, or life would be better if they were dead. You know, things like that. That's somebody that is going through severe depression. Hello, West Haven. Thank you for joining us. So that's somebody going through severe depression. If they're talking about how things would be better if they're dead, or, you know, your life would be better if they wasn't in it, you know, on and on and on. They will, I don't know how to explain it to you, but they talk about how life would just be better in general without them being in it, without them being gone. Okay. Hello, Penina the Grace. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Hello, Denise from Brazil, y'all. Faith and medicine together can help, I guess. Medicine is not always the answer for depression. I know it can help, but it ain't always the answer. I have major depression disorder and general anxiety. Okay, another symptom, acquiring the means such as firearm, gun, rope, poison, or stockpiling pills. So if you see somebody that you know is going through depression and they start acquiring a firearm or gun, a rope, poison, or stockpiling pills, things of that matter, you might want to start watching them and find out what's going on with them. Maybe talk to them. Do a little sit down and say, hey, do you need help? A lot of people won't admit that they need to help, but it wouldn't hurt to say, hey, you need somebody to talk to? Do you need a friend? You know, if you see things like that. Okay, another one is preoccupation with death in conversations. So if they start talking about death a lot while they're conversating with you, that's a common sign of suicide, that they're thinking about suicide. So that's another thing you need to watch. Recent neglect of their appearance and hygiene. That's a big one. If you start noticing somebody that's going through depression and you notice that they stop taking a shower, or their hair is not done what they would normally do to their hair, their clothes are dirty and old and what have you, they've worn the same thing for 3 or 4 days. You know, they ain't been brushing their teeth. You know, the list goes on and on. If the person normally wears makeup and they just stop wearing makeup, you know, things of that matter, that's usually a sign of severe depression. That's leading to suicide because they stop caring and they start giving up. So, giving away valuable items or favorite prized possessions on impulse. You know, like somebody, you know, if they come up and say, hey, here's my car, I'm going to sign the title over to you today, and you know they're going through depression, you know for a fact what they're about to do. So that's a good time to call the law, call an ambulance, call somebody, because it's about to happen. So if you see anything like that, you know, here's the title to my house, or here's the deed to my house, you know what's going to happen. That's just common sense. Cleaning and tidying a room far more than usual. Now that one I haven't heard, but it's a possibility. Cleaning and tidying a room far more than usual. Morosely sad, depressed, hopeless, or lacking of energy. Now that's part of depression. That's all the common signs of depression. Rage, uncontrolled anger, or seeking revenge. I have never been to the seeking revenge part. I've gotten mad. And uncontrolled anger, yes, it happens. I clean when I'm nervous. That's a sign. That's a common sign of depression. A lot of people do things a lot to try to keep their mind off of things like listen to music, uh, cleaning, go for a walk, things like that. That's a lot of things that people do to help get their minds off of things. Hey, all in chat, I want to thank you all so much for welcoming my friend Jess into the chat. It means a lot to me. Thank you all. Thank you, Liam. Thank you. Increased use of alcohol or drug abuse. A lot of people going through depression drink a lot and do a lot of drugs because that is the way they get away. That is their way of getting their mind off of it. So, and unfortunately, that's not a good way. In either way, drugs or alcohol is not no way to get around it, but that's what a lot of people do. Alcohol abuse and drug abuse. So if you see that increased amount of drug abuse or alcohol in somebody that you think is going through depression, they're most likely going through depression. Too much sleep or too little sleep. Okay, I do the too much sleep. When I'm going through depression, I want to sleep constantly. I don't want nothing to do with the world. I just want to be in my own little hole and just be left alone. That's what happens to me when I'm going through depression. So we'll get into that in a minute. Okay. Sudden lift in spirits or happiness after long sadness for the end is near. Yeah. Usually if you start saying happiness, the end of the depression is near. Withdrawing from friends, family, and prior interests. That is what I do. I will withdraw from everybody and go be in my own little hole and sleep it off. And sometimes that lasts for months. Sometimes just weeks, but most of the time it can last for months where I don't want to be around anybody or talk to anybody at all. And my interests, like my crocheting and my diamond paintings and all that stuff, I don't do none of that when I'm going through depression. I have no interest in it. I don't care about it. So that's part of depression. A lot of this is going into the same stuff. So yeah, a lot of this is being resaid twice just in different matters. So I'm not even going to repeat most of these. Oh, like rewriting a will or farewell letters or visiting to say goodbye, things like that. You got to watch for things like that. Apologizing to others for various past actions. So if you have somebody come up to you that they done something to you like 5 years ago, you done forgot about it, but they're bringing it up and apologizing to you for it again, and you know that they've been sad or withdrawn or what have you, that's a common sign that they might be ended up committing suicide. That's where this is going. So watch for things like that. Taking deadly risk, such as driving extremely fast or running red lights. Yeah, when you get to the I don't care stage, those kind of things mean nothing to you. So if you see people acting erratically like that, it's a common sign that they're trying to kill themselves. That's what they're trying to do. So you just got to watch people, and you got to understand that, my point of this stream is to let people know that depression is not a joke. It never has been a joke. Don't take it as a joke, because that person you're joking with about being depressed and saying those hurtful things to could be gone the next day. They're obviously going through something in their life, and they already have a mental challenge, a mental problem, which is also in the brain. It is a mental thing, chemical reaction in the brain that it causes depression, and it can't be helped. It's something that cannot be helped. That's just how it is. But you got to be careful with these people that's going through it, because you don't know how they're going to be, or what their actions are going to be, or what they're going to do. You could be making fun of them one day, thinking this is cute and their depression's a joke and they can pull themselves out of it in 10 minutes and be gone tomorrow. You can't just go and tell somebody depression, oh, just cheer up, get over it. That's not how it works. Not at all. You can't just tell somebody with depression that's truly going through depression, that has it, oh, just cheer up. You're fine. Get over it. That's not how it works. That's not how people overcome it. Everybody has their own way of taking on depression, has their own way of suffering with depression. You know, it's not all the same. Not everybody's the same, and not everybody's going to do the same thing. Like I said, you could have one person that you tell to get over it and it's going to be okay. You could tell this other person to get over it, and the next day you're going to find out they're gone. So don't take depression as a joke. Don't take suicide as a joke. It is no joke. You know, it's a sad thing. And I see and hear people on here constantly talking about their depressions and what it's doing to them, and seasonal depression and all this stuff. And, you know, and they're like, oh, well, somebody told me this and told me that about my depression and I need to get over it. Well, sadly, like I was saying, people don't understand it if they ain't been through it. If they haven't been through it, they're not going to know. They're not going to know what it's like to actually battle with it. They actually have to try to overcome it. And it is a battle. It's a battle, you know. And there's so many of us that go through it. And we battle it alone, you know. I like to battle mine alone. I don't want other people involved with my battle. I don't like dragging people through my I guess my battle. I feel it's something that, in my eyes, that you just don't drag people through, I guess. I try not to drag everybody through it. And if I step away from YouTube and I'm not talking to you guys, it's because I'm probably going through some depression and I don't want to talk. And I don't want to be in calls, and I don't want to I don't want none of that at that time, because I don't want to take things out on you, because at this time I'm probably going to be an asshole, and I'm a big asshole when I want to be. So, just a girl, I'm doing good. Where did you find me at? Zen Ginger. Sometimes cheer up just sends you from depressed to anxious because you can't cheer up. But like the husband says, he just can't understand why I think that way. It's hard to describe to him. That's what I'm saying. The people that hasn't been through it and don't understand it, it's not something that you go, oh, okay, I'm fine now. I was depressed a while ago. I'm fine now. It just doesn't work like that. And there's no just cheer up. There's no, here, I'll give you this. Does that make you happy? No, it don't happen like that. It's actually an imbalance in your brain, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, it's going to take you to overcome it and work it out and get over it. However you do it. Somebody telling you that could trigger you. You know, just cheer up. Just cheer up. That could send you triggered into your next episode, you know? So, unfortunately, I myself, I suffer with depression and anxiety. I have both. And I do have panic attacks too, but not very often. I get them, but not very often. I have more depression and anxiety than anything. And the winter months, starting around late October, early November, is when my depression usually starts getting into effect. Some years are worse than others. This year it's been kind of shitty. This year was kind of bad. And I had the thoughts. I had bad thoughts. I did. I'm not going to lie. Still kind of do. But like I said, this is stuff you got to work out with yourself and overcome it. Overcome it. And it ain't just cheer up. Get over it. You'll be all right. It ain't like that. It's not how it works. So my husband has learned to just ask if I need anything and not leave me alone. It's a real beast to be alone with your own thoughts, depending on your internal dialogue. Yeah, exactly. Now, see, I prefer to be alone because when I'm going through depression, I'm snappy. Hey, Rasmond, how you doing? Hats off to you, nice girl, for having this chat. You are very brave. We are with you. Well, it's something that people need to talk about and need to get out there, because a lot of people think that depression's a joke, suicide's a joke. I've had a best friend that committed suicide. It's been years ago. Okay, and it's no joke. When somebody's telling you that they're going through depression or they're thinking about hurting themselves, don't ever take it as a joke. It's no joke. It's not. I never take that as a joke, and I never took him as a joke before he done it either. It's just, it got to the point with my best friend at that time that I heard it so much about him talking about taking his life and how he wanted to die and, this, that, and the other. And this went on for months. So I started taking it as, oh, he ain't going to do nothing. He ain't going to do nothing. I've talked to his mother. They done nothing about it, blah, blah, blah. He done it. And he's gone now. So it wasn't no joke. Hello, Def Spader. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Yep. It's not fun to lose somebody from it, and it's not fun to be thinking that way. Trust me. I have, and I do. But I fight it, and I overcome it. And it's no joke, like I said. With the cancer stuff going on right now, with me, it's making it a real challenge to come out of my depression. It's making it harder. All my health problems and all this crap just constantly going on. It really takes a toll on you. It does, And that's what I'm saying. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. You don't ever know, I know. I heard before it's just skin cancer. Well, I know people, it's dead now from just skin cancer. Okay. It's my skin cancer, my battle, my depression. Okay. So my just skin cancer, I battle on my own. But, there's a lot of things that's going on in people's lives and you don't know. A lot of people won't tell you what's going on. A lot of people won't tell you that they're depressed or sad. Some people put on this fake smile, smiley, 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 and they're not really happy. Deep down inside, they're hurting so bad they need somebody bad, And then you got, hey, Farmal, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. And then you got, the thing where you want this friend that you can go and talk to and tell anything you want to and be able to just let it all out. But this is my opinion, okay? This is me. But you can't trust nobody. I've gotten to the point where I don't trust anybody, period. Nobody. There is no 100% in anybody. And that makes it hard when you're going through depression too, because you don't have that person to go and talk to. You don't have that person that you can lean on. You're fighting this battle alone, and that's really hard with depression. So it sucks, And like I said, and again, the people that ain't going through it or been around it or, known a family member that's suffered with it and knows it's not a joke, they're not going to understand what it's about. So Life of Grace, a lot of the times when I'm depressed, I like to keep to myself. I'm glad that I have Herman who knows me well enough to make me talk what I'm feeling. Very true. Yeah, I know, I wish, but the person I thought I'd go to is dysfunctional. I know what you are talking about, Nike. Yep. Trust issues is a part of it. Yes, it is. Nike girl, see you soon in the chat. Great job you're doing here. Admirable. More people have it than have been diagnosed. Exactly. There's millions of people that have it that doesn't go to the doctor for it. I will always be here for you, Nike girl. I know, Zachary. I know. Gotta go. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you for stopping by, Death Spader. Thank you very much. Just a girl just threw up the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. If you guys know anybody going through it or needs help, that number is the number you should call. Somebody that you know that might be trying to commit suicide. Hello, Scrapping Together. How are you? All right. Anyway, yeah, like I'm saying, you know, you got to watch for people having bad thoughts that, you know, want to throw in the towel, want things to end. That is one of the big obvious signs of suicide, bad depression. And as I said, I myself have been, this year has been really bad. I have really went through some definite phases, and I still am. I'm still going through. This is why I'm doing this live right now, is because of the things I've heard the last few days, and I've been going through it again in the last few days, and then I heard a few things that somebody said to somebody going through depression. So I was like, you know, this shit needs to be addressed. Depression's no joke. Suicide's no joke. And people may need to talk about it. Somebody might need to come up and say, hey, Nike girl, can I talk to you on Hangouts by herself or what have you? Like I said, I have an ear. I'm willing to listen. But I have trust issues, so I try not to talk to anybody about my personal problems. I try not to talk to anybody about anything with me anymore, because I come to find out that 99.9% of people suck. So there's only a few out there that I would say anything at all to. So, hi, Diary of the Mind. Thank you for joining us, girl. Thank you for joining us. All right, and I'm going to put the StreamYard thing up there if anybody wants to come up and talk about their depression. Or I'm only going to have one or two people up here at a time so we can really talk about it. If I can find my frickin' I have too many screens. Dagnabbit. I'm going to put the link out there for anybody that wants to come up and talk about how their depression is, you know, how they suffer with it, and try to give some people some insight if you want to. You don't have to come up here if you do not feel comfortable about it. If you don't want to talk about your symptoms and how you go through it, that's fine. I completely understand for anybody that does not want to come up and talk about it. You don't have to. But are you still here, my friend? You've gone quiet, and I just want to know you're okay. I haven't seen the Jess person talk in a while. But yeah, I seen a video somebody made about depression and other things, and the comments that was on this video, I was really surprised with. People are heartless. You know, people are really just heartless. I don't get it. it's like I said, you got to be careful what you're saying to the people that's going through this sometimes, because you don't know what their reactions are going to be. You don't know. You just got to be careful what you say to people, period, because you don't know that person. This is YouTube. You don't really know these people. It's not like you know them well enough to know if I say this or talk about them like this, that they're not going to go do something tomorrow. How you know that? How are you going to know for a fact that that's how they are, that it's okay to talk about them because they're just going to take it with a grain of salt? You don't know. Your best bet is to keep your mouth shut and quit talking about it. Quit talking crap on YouTube about other people on your live streams and all that stuff. Just let it go. Get an Alexa and yell at it. Yeah. It's fine now. It receded. The water went down. Like now, I spill my guts to people a lot, and it may come back to bite me, but I could be helping someone else, and sometimes. Is that the most innocent one ever? Is that really you? Most innocent one ever? Tell me if that's really you in chat, so that way I can let you up. Sometimes you gotta get out. Just hope you're in a... I won't let you up here until you tell me if that's you or not. Please, only one or two at a time. Nike Girl is doing this, so there's no over talking. You are welcome to come up, so join Nike Girl on her live panel. Oh my God, yes, they really are heartless and unexpecting and judgmental. But when they judge, they are four fingers sticking back at them. Exactly, Is that you, most innocent one? Hello, Jess Daniels. You're still here. That's good. Scott's Aquatics. I got somebody in my basement over here on StreamYard, but I don't know if it's really most innocent one ever. That's who they're saying they are. But I'm not going to let him up here until I know for a fact that it's him. But if you want to come up and talk about your experience with depression, and yes, we do get a lot of people out here that want to judge. I ain't going to lie. I judge people too. I'm human. And sometimes I jump to the conclusion on judging people, and I have learned not to do that. I'm learning not give the person a little more time before you go and make the judgment. Okay, come on back up and I'll let you up, sweetie. It was working. Hello, Carrie's Nature. Yeah, come on back up here and I'll let you up. But and I've said things about people, I ain't gonna lie. Well, if you talk to me on private chat on StreamYards, that doesn't change that it's not you, because your name's going to be the same on StreamYards regardless. I needed to know out in the YouTube chat that was you. That's what I needed to know. Hey, Gaffa, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, it is very stupid to tell somebody that. I heard that just having a cat purr on your lap, it helps with depression, or just petting them. Yes, animals do help a lot with depression. All right.
Hey, Nike Girl.
Someone ever.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad. Good. Hey, straight up, I owe you an apology the other day for being in toss word. I just lost my shit the other day, and shit got to me, and I don't like the asshole that I was. and I want to apologize to you and everyone in chat. I owe you all an apology, and I'm really sorry for my behaviour. I know I shouldn't have acted the way I did, and I apologize. If you can't forgive me, I understand, but please know I'll always be here for you. I'll always be here for everyone in chat if you need.
I completely forgive you. You're fine. I understand you were going through stuff. But I said it straight and everything got cleared up. It was fine. You're fine. You have anything about depression you want to talk about?
Bits and pieces. I mean, I've gone through it on and off for years, and what I mean by that is like sometimes are harder than others. I mean, for a few years, I was in what I would sort of explain as a dark, deep sort of hole, you know, and every day I sort of just had to climb the ladder one step at a time to get out of the hole. And a lot of days I feel that I failed, you know, but you just got to keep getting back up on the horse and get back up there and get at it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you know? That's depression. Sometimes it's worse than others. And
I'm going to share my story here for everyone and take it for what it is. When I was born, about 9 hours after I was born, my body shut down. I collapsed. I crashed 3 hospital monitors because of how low my oxygen was and my blood pressure and that. I was then worked on for 7 hours to get me stable enough to where I was then put in a helicopter. I was then sent to another hospital. I was then put in an intensive care unit, and I was on life support, and I was in there for a while. And then I came off life support. I stayed in there for a further 3 weeks. I came out. I was then put back into hospital after being bitten by a poisonous spider. I was in there for a while again. I know it's got nothing to do with depression, but I mean, I'm autistic myself. You know, I mean, it's been rough, and I mean, as much as I try, some days are harder than others. Like I said, the other day was just a rough day, and I apologize for being a fucking idiot. I know my arrogance shouldn't be splattered out at you and everyone like it was, and I apologize.
You're fine. I accept it. That's fine. We just move on. I wasn't upset with you like that. I was just, you know, I had to straighten it out. It was just getting a little out of control. You're fine though. So,
I mean, while I'm up here as well, can I give a quick shout out if that's okay?
Sure can. Go ahead. Sure, go ahead.
Thank you, girl.
Yes.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me, Diary?
Yes, I can hear you.
Let me come back up, yeah?
Okay.
Hey, everybody.
All right, you can go ahead and start talking, Diary, if you want to tell your story.
Yeah, I was lurking.
Go ahead.
For a little while before I commented in chat. Just kind of was taking it all in, listening to what you had to say.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I was going to say, we're going through depression. Like, we have no clue. We don't even think about it. You know, we may go to the doctor or something, and the doctor may say, well, maybe you need to see a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a therapist. And you're like, well, why? You know, what for?
Yeah, exactly.
And you didn't really, and then you come home and you're like, am I depressed? You know, am I depressed? And you have to self-analyze your life to figure out really, and I want to say everything you listed off on that list, I've been through.
Me too.
I've been through it.
Me too.
And nobody recognized the sign.
Nope.
Nobody. And not that I didn't really think about like wanting them to.
Yeah, that's how I am too. I don't want them to notice it because I don't want to be pressured of
Right.
You need to see a doctor. You need to see a doctor. You need to do this. Yeah.
And I keep to myself. I don't trust people either. I can identify with you 100%. Most people on YouTube don't even know my personal business because I separate my personal business. You know, I may share some identifying topics. I'll try to keep a lot of things to myself, you know, because you still need to hold on to that privacy.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of people that will be just chomping at the bit to use that as ammo.
Oh yeah. I believe me. I know.
And they do, you know, they do.
Oh yeah. They find anything they can to dig at you, to find something on you, so that way they can come at you later. Trust me. No, and these are people that you thought was your friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Trust me.
100%.
Yep.
You know, I recently went through something where I was and I was just was like, wow. And it was all over me giving somebody a gift. It was over jealousy.
Jealousy is I can't even, let's not even go, don't even get me started on the jealousy thing.
I'm going to tell you guys, jealousy is an ugly thing. It does not look good on anybody.
No, it's like wearing an upside down cross on your chin. That's pretty much what it is. I am jealous of nobody. I don't care. I like to see people succeed. I'm happy to watch people succeed. I have no jealousy or envy of anybody. I don't need to have it. Who cares? You know, my life is what it is. I made it what it is. I can't have jealousy and envy over anybody else when I can make my life better. Why be jealous of anybody else?
It's like, dude, do you?
Yeah, be you,
dude.
And like I said,
meddling in everybody else's business, okay?
I have said things about people. I have. I'm human. I've judged people right off the bat, and I've done it. I know I have. And anything that I have said about somebody ain't nothing that I wouldn't say to their face. Ain't nothing that I wouldn't say, hey, you know.
You may be one of the few. I mean, because we got a lot of people out there. There's some people out there that hide behind so many faces. That reminds me of a dream I had, because I am very spiritual. I do have many gifts. That's what got me onto YouTube as well. Is I felt like I was called to do it, and I'm like, well, hell am I even here? Like on YouTube. Like sometimes when the drama starts, like I'm like, how did I get myself into this? Like it's like I may not be in the middle of it, but I'm just watching it. I'm like, what? I'm like asking my guides, what am I supposed to be learning from this? But anyways, I had a dream where I was being tested. My guides were telling me, they said to me, you will meet many a people with many a different faces. We are going to test you to see if you can see through them, to see if you can see the real person. And I was walking down a hallway, and I saw this person that I thought I recognized, and I gave them a hug. And then I pushed them away, and I said, hey, you're not my friend. And all of a sudden, their faces started changing one right after the other. And they shriveled up, and they turned into ash, like fire just consumed them. And then all of a sudden, then they were normal, and they said, hey, good job, you passed your first test. And I was like, okay, so this is going to be, you know, this is the real world, you know, and I'm meeting many people like that, you know. And I had gone from a place of depression. I was pushed into that because I had gone into a relationship with a slow abuser. And what a slow abuser is you have no idea you're with that kind of person. Prince Charming, like they're great. Everything's awesome. They take their precious time and
bringing you down.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Before you even know it, you're like, they control who your friends are. You don't leave the house. They're giving you guilt trips to even go to the grocery store. You're not dolling yourself up like you used to. I mean, it's just the whole nine. So I lost myself.
Hold on just a second. Most in us whenever you diary's talking.
So I lost myself in that. And then, the physical abuse didn't even start until later, after we were together for about, let's see, 6 years. Just right after our 6th anniversary, I found out that he was cheating on me. Yeah. And it was with a best friend friends with. So talk about and
double whammy. Yeah.
Friends. Yeah. I'm like, how did I get myself into this situation where I was controlled to where I could only be friends with who he said I could be friends with? And that's like a total it screws with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Oh man.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So when I found out, and I was just doing laundry, I found out in his gym bag, I started calling it some kind of other bag. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I found it out. But then the physical abuse started. That it was like, okay, well now the cat's out of the bag. I'm going to show my true colors. But I would have I've always been intuitive, like connected. I had dreams and, about people who would die that would come true. I would just have these visions that would come true. Mm-hmm. And I used to be spot on with my intuition. And with him, I would have that. And I would go to him and I had a question. And he would tell me, no, that's crazy, right? So that's where the slow process came into doubting my intuition. So not only was I losing myself, I lost who I truly was meant to be.
Your soul. Yeah, you're losing your soul.
Yeah. And so I was down. I was, and the only thing, there's only this one precious gift in this world that was keeping me going, and that's my daughter.
Yep.
And yeah, I'll tell you what though, if I did not have her, I would have given up. I don't think I probably would have kept going. But then again, I question myself, well, maybe I would have left the relationship, because you stay with the partner because you have a child with them. Mm-hmm. Right. And, but I remember I was beating my fists into the ground in my daughter's bedroom. She was asleep in my bedroom, in the master bedroom. So I had all this time alone to myself to finally feel my emotions, and I didn't have to be strong for her because she was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I walked across the house where she couldn't hear me, and I fell on my hands and my knees, and I beat my hands into the ground. I was so depressed that I asked God to take me. I said, please, God, can you just take me? Because I would never kill myself. I would never. I watched my mom try to commit suicide over and over as I was growing up. It was a horrible thing. I'd have to clean up the blood. That was very traumatic as a child because, she had her own traumas that she had. Mm-hmm. And I had to suffer that as a child. So I never wanted that to be something my daughter had to witness, right? I didn't want her to come in there and mommy did something to herself like I witnessed with my mom. So I just asked God, can you please take me? I'm not going to do this alone. Just take me.
Yep.
And that's pretty bad when you're at that point. And my body was giving up. I have all these autoimmune problems. My body was slowly
shutting down. It was shutting down because of your emotional health. It will do that. Emotional health will shut down your body.
Yeah.
It's a proven fact.
By that next year, I was so sick I couldn't even get out of bed. And I was sitting up one night and I had a visitation. I was pulled from my body by whom I believe to be Yeshua. And he had sandaled feet, bronzed feet, and he was wearing a white robe. The only thing I can say is the way he looked is described in the book of Ezekiel. I had been hearing a choir of angels for several months, and so had my daughter. We'd been finding white feathers all over our house, like they would manifest out of nowhere. And then finally I was pulled from my body, and I was shown a place of emerald green and gold. And I was given a choice. I actually got my prayer. I could have been going. I could have not come back. And he told me, he said, Christine, you have so much to do. And he said, I'm going to teach you, but you have to listen. And he said, you're strong enough to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, someone shares your gift, and that is your daughter.
And
so you think I had to come back?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I am so glad that you overcame it. I am happy to hear that. And that was your eye opener.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. That was most definitely your eye opener.
Yeah. But, you know, to be so depressed that you actually leave your body, that's pretty bad. So I can understand you guys, and I have a lot of respect for anybody going through this. And you cannot compare one situation to another. We're all different.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to use this as an example. If one person has bipolar and the next person has bipolar, those are two different people. It's just like if somebody has an autoimmune illness, like rheumatoid arthritis, and the other person has rheumatoid arthritis, or MS and MS. They are not two alike.
Yep.
You can't compare one to the other. Every human circumstance and situation and experience, the human experience is different for everyone, because you have to play into factor the way you grew up.
Exactly. Well, you know, everybody suffers everything differently. You know,
this brain chemistry.
This person can have the same exact MS as you do, but theirs is a little more rapid than yours.
Right.
You know, or fibromyalgia or RA, whatever. Some may be just a little more rapid than others. Everybody's going to suffer whatever their health thing is differently. Everybody will.
So, yeah, we're all made up different. We're all different, dealing with different life stresses than one person to another. So,
and that's another thing I want to point out real quick too, is a lot of things that's going on in your personal life will affect a lot of your physical health.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like if you're going through depression in your everyday life, it's going to affect your physical health by all means. You know, or you're going through a stressful job. If that job is that stressful to you that you start noticing health problems, you need to switch jobs, find something else, do something quick, because it will bring you down. It will definitely bring you down. So
most definitely. And you know, I see a lot of people suffering. I call it the slow suicide. People who suffer with drugs, people who overeat, people who undereat.
Oh yeah, many different ways to suffer from it. Yes.
The list is long. Yes, self-harm. The list is long. Some people may not think of people who are addicted to drugs as a slow suicide, but I'm gonna tell you, it is a slow suicide.
Oh, it is. The drugs have so many effects on your body. So many effects. And it's a slow, well, unless you accidentally OD. It's a slow process, what it does. The same with alcoholism. It's a slow process.
Alcoholism is added to that list, yeah. Any kind of addictions. And then you have to, that's a different topic there, but you know, that also plays in brain chemistry on overcoming those. But
yes, overeating is another one.
Yeah, I try to not look down on anybody, and even if I'm judged by somebody who's jealous of me, for whatever reason, I try to look at why they're like that. And I try to have an understanding. I will not. If someone's going to treat me wrong, I will not go to them. I'm sorry.
No, there's no point in it. You just know what's going to happen if you do.
They won't hear me talk about it, period. Yeah. Because I won't feed them the attention that they want.
Exactly.
Because their cycle is going to continue. And that's another thing, too. You see some people depressed on YouTube, and they make these hate videos. Yeah.
And a lot of them need to have some self-evaluation done before they go and make their hate videos, because there's a reason why you're feeling the way you do.
There's a reason. It's called a reflection of the self.
Yes.
Here a lot of these people that are making these hate videos. If you made a checklist off of everything that they were judging so-and-so about, they probably have the same, more than likely, or this is the way I see it. I'm like, yep, that's you, and that's you, and that's you, and that's you. You're basically complaining about everything you hate about yourself, but you're complaining with hate on another person. So I'm going to tell you, these people are vile and they're hateful, but they are suffering. Yeah, they are.
Deep inside, they are going through so much, and they don't know how to overcome theirs or try to help themselves, so they take it out on everybody else, and that's their way of overcoming it. They don't know yet that it's not getting them anywhere. It's not helping them out. You know, they just feel that that's what they need to do. They need to hurt you to make themselves feel better. And it is what it is. And we're not going to change people like that. Some of these people don't have enough sense to know that's what they're doing. Some of them,
like,
you know.
Yeah. Even the abuser, they're suffering.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The abuser. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you know, they don't have the sense to know in their head that they're damaging themselves. You know?
And you have to come to a point to where, yeah, you know, it's nice and all that we want to help the world and change people and yada, 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 come to the rescue. But all in all, most of the time, you can't change anybody. The only person that can change anybody is themselves. I mean, you might give them a little nudge, but
and like I was saying earlier, you know, before you go and say anything about anybody, think about what's going on in their lives.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and they could have so much going on in their lives, and you might trigger them, and tomorrow you might find out they're gone.
Yes, that is so true. You know, this is the hidden part of YouTube, guys. If you actually, I used to watch true crime all the time. Until I started diving deep into my spiritual stuff. But this is a hidden part of YouTube that they don't just broadcast about people who go missing, and also YouTubers that do commit suicide. It's the nasty part of YouTube, the nasty side that we don't always want to talk about. You know?
And a lot of times it's the YouTube people that trigger these people to do it. It's the social media that triggers people to do this. And you know, like I said, I was gone for about 4 or 5 weeks. I don't know if anybody remembers, a couple months ago.
Yeah, I remember.
That was depression. And that's because I was getting triggered. And if I'd have came on here and said the stuff I wanted to say, I knew I would have regretted it. It wasn't worth doing. My better bet was to walk away, let myself calm down, you know, and that's what I've been learning recently. You know, your best bet is just ignore it, walk away. If somebody has hate on you, don't even go watch it. Don't go watch it. That's what they're wanting you to do.
Yep.
Because that's how they're fighting with their depression disease inside, is taking it out on you.
Yeah.
You know, so your best bet is just to walk away, let it go, you know, and that's what I've been learning to do. That's exactly what I've been doing. I just take a step back and remember that this is not my life. This is not what makes my world go round.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. One thing I learned with these people who do that, these, you know, what we call haters on YouTube, is that they do take that out on you, and they want the attention. That's what they're thriving to get. That's what they're lacking, I guess, to the point that they need that. And I learned, if you want the upper hand, if you want to strike out and win this, you don't say a word.
Yep.
Give them nothing. Give them nothing.
Exactly. And see, here's the other thing, and I've been trying to explain this to other people, and I've learned this over the years too. In school, I know everybody don't believe me when I say it, but I wasn't picked on. You know why I wasn't picked on? Because I didn't care. Make fun of my clothes, I don't care. Make fun of my freckles, I don't care. You know, I was like the I don't care person. Everybody's seen it. I don't care. If you want to buy my clothes because you want something to look at, go right ahead. Until then, I don't give a shit what you got to say about my clothes. I don't care about my freckles. I was born with them.
You got freckles too? I got freckles on my arms. Yeah, girl, I know what you're talking about. Yep. Can't show right now, but
but
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know, things like that. And it literally, I didn't get picked. I had 2 girls one time. They were buddies that tried to pick on me, and it came to a quick halt when I pinned them both by the water fountain. But, you know, it just didn't happen because everybody's seen that I was actually a nice person. Mostly everybody liked me, but they also noticed that I didn't care. Talk about whatever you want about me. I don't care. Go tell so-and-so and so-and-so, because I don't care. And I'm still like that, you know. Say what you want. I don't care. You know?
Yeah.
So, and I still have people out there hating on me and still talking about me and making videos and doing innuendos about me and blah, blah, blah. Do I look like I care still?
Yep.
No.
Well, you know, I guess you're just popular enough to be made, you know, making videos about, you know.
I don't see a point in it. We're all, you know, we're all grown ups here. We're all adults.
I know some of these people that do this, like, hi. The last time I checked, how old are you?
I'm 44.
Well, I wasn't asking you, but I'm asking these haters.
Yeah. And some of my haters are older than me.
Exactly. Like, seriously? Oh my goodness, my grandmother at that age would have beat me with the broomstick if she ever found out. If she ever even knew, well, she wouldn't even know what social media is. But if she did, if she lived in this time, she probably would have beat me with a broomstick if she ever heard that I was doing anything like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You're wrong with a broomstick. Oh my goodness.
You know, like, most of us, like with the depression thing, a lot of us come on here because we're trying to get away from real life. We're trying to have fun and talk to people and let it out. And, you know,
come on here to spread my love and light. I stopped taking my antidepressants a year ago. I didn't need to get refilled. I didn't feel like I needed to. I've been meditating twice a day. I've been doing that for 3 years. I have made so many triumphs. I'm not there. My health still is not there. I've experienced a lot of things that I'm not talking about on YouTube. I've got to go in for a lot of testing. I do have some scares going on right now, but I just don't want to talk about it because I'm trying not to put it in the air right now. But I came on here just to focus on positivity, to help others. You know, if they're going through anything that I've been through. I've met people with the same illnesses as me when I never knew anybody with the same illnesses before. I opened myself up to a different community. And I never ever imagined that I would encounter some of the people that I've encountered.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But if I wanted to do this dance with these people, I would have stayed off of YouTube.
Yep.
If I wanted to live in a world like this, I would have remained in the life that I used to be in.
Yep.
And dealt with like all this kind of drama and hate.
Yep. I agree with you 100%. There's just, it's a short life, people. We all don't have enough time for drama and hate, you know. And like I said, I come on here as a getaway to laugh and have fun with all my YouTube buddies. I'm going to say buddies, you know. Let loose. Yeah. You know, just let's have fun. Why we got to have all the hate? There's no point in it.
No.
You know?
Let's just sit back and watch somebody else's channel and make fun of them while they're on live and we're on live. How entertaining does that sound to you? I am sorry, guys, but that's not entertaining to me, period.
Yeah, Miss Canadian Scrapper, we have all encountered assholes, but like we were saying earlier, me and Diary was saying earlier, they're assholes because they're also suffering.
Yeah,
inside.
They're also suffering.
They got something going on in their insides that they are having problems dealing with, and that's their way of dealing with it, is taking it out on all of us.
Yeah, you know, if I ever want to, like you said, Nike girl, like you took some time off. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. It's like put it down, go walk away. Because I can strike some. I have a sharp tongue. I can strike some people with my words if I wanted to.
Me too.
But you know, there's no point. I don't want to waste that kind of. I don't want to waste my energy, honestly, guys. I'm trying to put that energy into healing right now. So anyway.
Dan Sleeve just said someone needs to give those suffering assholes some preparation H. That was cute. I kind of like that one. But yeah, you know,
that is. We need to make that. That needs to go on somebody's Twitter and retweeted.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I have judged, and I have judged too soon on a lot of people, and I have said things judging somebody. Let me try to make this clear. I said it behind their back, but it ain't nothing that I would not say to their face. So, you know, it's not like I'm going saying blah, 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 and I'm going to talk behind your back. I'll say it to you. If I feel this way about you, I'm going to tell you about it. And most people you can ask about me because I don't care. You know, I say how I feel. I don't have no problem doing it. You know, so, and if I talk bad about you behind your back, it's because you deserved it, and then I'll say it to your face too. It is what it is. You know,
yeah.
So, but I have learned to not be so judgmental so quickly, because I have met some really good people after I judged them wrong.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I shouldn't have thought that about them in the beginning, or what have you. And I'm like, damn, they're actually a nice person. Why would I even think that way? You know, my bad. I got to stop judging. That's just what it is.
Well, at least you recognized it. You weren't somebody who. There's some people. Yeah, I know. I'm married to one of them. Who can't admit their own wrongdoings.
Oh, I will. I've actually went off on people and then went back and apologized.
Oh, I know.
Later, you know,
I think I recall you doing an apology stream before.
I sure have. I think it was West Haven, Always and Forever was one of them.
Yeah, but at least you did, you know. I mean, at least you recognized it and you made your apology.
Me and Cab 7.
Yeah, and but some people don't have the ability to do that. They'll know they're wrong, but
now I'm not going to lie. Now I have had arguments on here on YouTube that I apologize to the person, but there's no damn way in hell we can be friends again. It just ain't going to happen.
And that's your right.
Yeah, but you know, in most of my cases that I've called somebody out or said something to and I had to apologize about, we became friends again. You know, friends, we overcame it, we moved on, and that's how it is. You know, so, and that's how it should be. We're adults. And if you don't like the person after the apology, move on and don't say a word. Don't go messing around with them and he said, she said bullshit, and just move on, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep, I'm the type of person to
yes.
What?
Oh, good. Never mind.
Go ahead.
Just quickly, sorry to interrupt now. I feel like an asshole.
Sorry.
Furthermore to my story, I've been in and out of psychologist since I was 18 months old. I've been in and out of mental hospitals for testing, as shitty as that is to admit. I just want to say thank you for always putting up with me and dealing with my crap. I know I'm not the easiest person to get along with, but you've always accepted me and looked past the fact that I'm autistic, and you've always been welcome to me, and you've always allowed me to be here, and I appreciate you, and I have a lot of love and respect for you, as awkward as that might sound. To my friend Jess, if you are still in chat, you know I'm always here for you. I know you're going through shit. You've always put up with me as well. I love you, Jess. If you need me, reach out to me. You have my number. You have me on Facebook. Do not hesitate to reach out to me. Whether it be midnight, 1, 2, or 3 in the morning, I don't give two hoots. It doesn't matter. If you need me, wake me up. I don't care. Nike girl, same deal. I don't care about time zones. If you need me, reach out to me and wake me up. I don't care. And that goes for everyone in chat. I love you all. And thank you for having me up here, and thank you for always having me on the channel. And thank you for always listening to me.
Perfectly fine, Los Innocent, whenever. You've always been welcome. Always, always, always been welcome in my chat. Always. And you always will be. I didn't tell you the other night that you wasn't allowed in my chat still. You are always going to be welcome. I'll let you know if you you strike a nerve or not. I'll let you know. So...
Is that when I sit there with a long pencil and sort of poke the bear, you know, just sort of poke, or...
Yeah, it generally does take a little poking to get me to come out like I did, but it's fine. It's done and over with, and we've moved on. So,
oh, good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna drop down. Elaine, if you're here, I'm dropping down, sweetie. So come up. Oh, by the way, Elaine, love you too. You're a great friend of mine. Love and respect to you, girl. And hope to see you up here. Yep. All right. I'll be down in chat.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for coming up, and giving your story. I appreciate it, sweetie.
All good. Sorry for interrupting.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Oh, you're fine.
All right. Much love to you all.
Okay. Much love.
All right. See ya. Bye.
And he's talked about his autism, you know, him being autistic. I take everybody in like that. I always have.
You have a big heart like that.
I always
have.
Oh,
yeah. I stuck up for I stuck up for some people a few weeks ago because somebody made a hate video.
Mm-hmm.
And it just it made me so mad.
It does me. When it comes to, you know, somebody elderly or handicapped, that's a way to make me snap just like that.
Oh, yeah. They were making fun of some people who were autistic.
Ain't gonna happen around me either.
who are handicapped, and it was during a singing stream, and I happened to go up there to sing, and I was like, I saw that video. I was like, this is the time where I do not be quiet. You know, I have a big heart when it comes to.
I do too. Most people that know me knows, and I have a lot of handicapped people that come to me. They all come to me.
They made another video like, oh, we were just joking. Like, yeah.
Yeah, there's no joke in that. It ain't funny.
No, it was.
If you're going to sit and knock on a handicapped person or elderly person or a child, you got some mental issues you need to work out with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what kind of knocking you're doing. I don't appreciate, this is my opinion. Y'all take it for what you want. I don't appreciate it. I don't like it. I won't put up with it. If you come in my stream or my chat doing that shit, you're going to be out of here quicker than you got in here.
Oh,
so, yeah. I don't deal with that.
Nope.
I love everybody until they do me wrong. And then I'm done.
I say, screw me over once. Bye.
Yeah, that's exactly how I am. That's all it takes. One time, and I'm done.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know so many people, who are so forgiving, and I can be forgiving, but that doesn't mean I can be your friend again.
Oh, I can forgive.
Or
I will never forget.
Oh, no.
That's how I am. And that doesn't mean that I want to continue talking to you. I may have forgave you, but it doesn't mean we're buddies. We're not like this no more.
Just because I forgive you doesn't mean I'm going to trust you again and be your buddy. And no, I may be cordial and see you in passing. Hello, but that's it. But you screw me over once, bye.
Yeah,
that's it.
Takes
for me.
Ginger, I don't even consider my cousin autistic anymore. She prefers to be a person with autism because it's only a small part of her. I thought that was great, so I respect that. Hey, they don't want to be defined. Nobody wants to be defined. I don't blame her for not wanting to be defined. And then I have something else to say. It may sound wrong. You guys may take it the wrong way, but don't. Try not to take this the wrong way. Some of the people that are autistic and handicapped lean on that to get themselves out of trouble. And you got to be very careful with these people too. You got to know where to go with this stuff. You got to know how to talk to them and how to react with them, because a lot of them lean on that and think, oh, well, they're going to favor me because I'm mentally handicapped, or I have autism. People are not going to believe her because I have autism.
Oh, right.
And I've learned that on here 2 or 3 times over. So
right. And then it comes down to it. Okay. As you get to know everybody, no matter what kind of special gifts you have, whether it be any kind of disabilities or anything like that, we're only human. We all have faults, and so if you have a handicap, whether it be physical or a mental handicap, it's not going to give you some brownie points over some behavior that
exactly
get out of jail free card. In other words,
it doesn't give you the right to mistreat somebody and lie on somebody. Nobody has the right to do that. Nobody, no matter what they have or how it is, nobody has the right to be like that.
Right.
So
I see what you were saying 100%.
Yep. And nobody needs to be defined on their disability. Everybody wants to be loved, treated the same, equally. Everybody does. That's just part of human nature. We don't want to be the bottom step to be walked on. So.
Oh yeah. On that, just talking about that, when I and stuff like that, and you say like some people use their handicaps as a crutch, or they use it to make people feel sorry for them. I get highly embarrassed. Like, I should own who I am and everything like that. And this is who I am. But this is not who I am. I just happen to be stuck in a body that's not completely capable. That's kind of
exactly.
My body is not doing the things that it wants to do, that I want it to do.
Yeah, we all go through it. It's health problem. It's called life.
It's kind of like you get stuck with a car that's a dud. My body just kind of happens to be a dud in some circumstances.
Skater girl. Thank you, sweetheart. She says positivity. That's one of the things. One of the things I try to spread throughout my life, and really anyone I come in contact with, because as you know, life is too short. Much love, everyone. Thank you so much, Skater girl. You didn't have to do that.
Oh, much love.
Yep, much love to you, sweetheart. Skater girl's awesome too. But yeah, it's just everybody has their own thing. Everybody has something going on with them. I don't care who you are. You got some sort of health problem, regardless of who you are.
That's true. I don't know. I want to be a normal human being, is what I guess I try to say. I don't want anybody to, she's so sick and yada yada yada. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me, okay? Yep. Unless I want you to feel sorry for me. If I'm doing really way worse than I normally am, I'll let you know. You know what I mean? If I need some extra prayers. But other than that, I don't want you to feel sorry or have any pity.
Yeah, just leave me alone.
Just treat me like a normal human being.
Yeah. That's how a lot of people are. Like I said, there's many, many people that do not want to be defined on what's going on, So I know a lot of people like that. And like I said, I have a lot of, not trying to be mean to anybody that comes to me, by no means. I have a lot of handicapped people that do come to me on YouTube. A lot of them. And I accept everybody, every one of them. I do not mistreat anybody. And I try to understand every one of them's points and views. That's how you should be. That's how it should be. So
yeah, when you're giving them a platform to be their voice, in a sense, to open up a topic, is what I try to say. And you're opening your door for them to feel comfortable.
I got in a big, okay, hold on just a second. I got in a big blowout over that a couple months ago. That's hence why I went MIA for a while. Somebody mistreating a couple handicapped people that I had, and I blew up on the person about it, that it happened in their live stream.
Oh man.
And then, I guess it was okay, and everybody went off on me about it because I blew up on them about it, and blah blah blah. Anyway, it ended up being a big circle of shit is what it turned out being. Okay, and I'm sorry, but I still am going to defend the handicapped person, and I always will, and that is what it is. If I lose friends for it, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to defend a handicapped person. I'm going to defend an elderly person, and I'm going to defend a child, no matter what. Like me or don't, walk away, dox me, do whatever you want. I'm going to defend the handicapped, and they should have been defended as well. And it's your live stream. If somebody comes to my live stream, starts knocking one of my people, you're out of here. I ain't dealing with you. Oh, Cab.
Hey, Ben.
If there's a normal human being out there, then I want to meet them. Exactly. Because somehow they got blessed more than the rest of us. Amen. There's no such thing as normal. Hello, Ghost Play 6. How are you doing? Would you like to come up and do a little talky talk, Cab? I'm going to put the link out there. You are more than welcome. You know this. Cab 7 is the bomb.
That's true. What do we define as normal, honestly?
Exactly. There is no normal. Nobody has a normal. You get out of bed every day. You do something unnormal every day. So
if you get out of bed, I mean,
you have to. If you're able to get out of bed, I guess we can thank our sweet Jesus that we're able to get out of bed.
Right.
Oh, I'm getting you, Cab. I'm coming. There he is.
A little talky talk. I've never heard of that saying before.
A little talky talk.
A little talky talk.
Well, how you doing?
I'm doing good despite things that are going on, but you know what? I'm moving forward.
I've been watching. I've been paying attention. I've been listening and waiting. If I hear something, you're going to know.
I appreciate that. Listen, I've got to set an example for others, right? And I think all of us should do that. If you want to set an example for others, it's called by the deeds that we do. And it's of your character. People look at your character and say, I like that person. I like what they stand for, right? And they're going to inspire me to be just like that. And that's what I do. I look for people out in our community that are inspirational, and I try to follow their lead. It's not an easy thing to do for any of us, but at least you can try. And if you can try, then you know that you're doing your best.
Exactly. And you do a very, very good job of it. You're very inspirational, and I have to say that about you, Cab.
Girl, I love the hell out of you. Why don't you just find a damn cabin up in Alaska, okay?
I know, right? Let's go up there right now.
Damn.
But it's true, you get what you put out, and sometimes what you put out causes other people's jealousy. Yeah. And they see what you're getting back, and it causes that jealousy. And that's where you're having a problem, Gab, is so many people are so jealous. They want to be you, and they know they can't.
But that's the thing. I don't want no one to be like me. I want people to be them.
That's not the problem. They want to be like you, and they want to be you, and they know they can't reach that level. You're a whole different level.
Jealousy is an ugly thing. We were talking about that earlier.
You have a heart of gold. It's hard to find people like you with a heart of gold. You're a whole different level.
But I keep trying to tell people I'm just as human as anyone else, right? And I am. I like to keep myself grounded. I do. Because there's people out there that don't know me, and they say, yeah, look at that guy. You look like he thinks he's better than everyone else. Look at all the money that he's getting over at his live streams. Well, I look at it this way. I don't ask for money, period, unless I'm doing a fundraiser. Other than that, people give of their hearts, and they know that it goes right back out to the community. What's the big deal? Yeah. What's the big deal? There's no big deal about that. Yep. Everyone's got that capability. If you can do a live stream and you're monetized, you take that money that you get from the people that care about you, that love you, and either you put it in your pocket and you go out and have a heyday, or pass it back out in the community. Because I'm going to tell you this much: when you pass it back out in the community, it's going to come back tenfold.
Yep, exactly. And a lot of people don't want to see the good things you're doing with it. They just want to be judgmental. They want to jump to conclusions, make accusations.
Yeah. And I'm used to it. I'm used to people saying, "Oh, Cab 7." Cab 7. Cab 7.
What are you smoking, Cab?
I'm just eating some ice cream and minding my own business, okay?
That's it. His tongue's frozen.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
It's frozen tip of your tongue.
I don't care how anyone else spends their money on YouTube. I don't care if you make $1 million. I don't care if you're that one live streamer that says, you know what? I know it's Friday night, and there's 18 people out there in the chat right now, but if you wouldn't mind just donating $5 each so I can get a 12-pack of beer and maybe about a half an ounce of marijuana. I'm going to look at that person. I'm going to go, hey, good for you, man. At least you were honest enough to say what you wanted.
Exactly.
And more than likely, there's going to be a couple people that are going to donate.
Honesty is key.
And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh, yeah. Honesty is key in everything.
You do what you want.
Yeah. And, and what you do with the money that's donated to you is your business. No matter if it's put out there, you do have some people that say, hey, Cab, this is for peanut butter. Hey, Cab, this is for your Coca-Colas or what have you. So what?
That's right.
That's your business. Right. It came to you. And that person was sweet enough to give it to you. That makes it your business and nobody else's.
That's right. And only because they say that is the only time I take those, and I actually do get Coca-Cola. I actually do get peanut butter.
Yeah. So whatever you do with it, that again, that's your business.
Yeah.
It's just like the live stream I just did a week ago about Liam. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one thing to have a beef with somebody, but when you start bringing up the other stuff that has nothing to do with that beef, that's where I started getting involved. And I'm like, what he does on his own time is none of your damn business.
Mm-hmm.
Leave that stuff out of it. Get to the beef, get over that hump, and move on.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, I go back to you and me, and I think we are the best example of a friendship.
Exactly.
Now, if anyone's been around long enough and what Nike Girl and me went through, okay, it was actually very quick. It went over very quickly. It was building up this friendship, and then all of a sudden, stop, and kaboom, something happens.
It was a roller coaster ride.
And they fixed the roller coaster, and we're going smooth sailing again.
You know?
And it's been fantastic ever since.
Hell yeah, it has. I made a very, very good friend. Thank you, Zen. You guys don't have to do that. Thank you, guys. But yeah, I mean, we were into it pretty heavy too for a few days there. I mean, it was pretty.
It was actually. Listen, folks. This is how it was. It was hot and heavy, okay? It was hot and heavy. No kidding.
You would have thought it was something else. But, you know, and then we got to talking. Yep. We had our conversation, and now we are what we are now. So
Exactly.
And I am very happy to have it.
You and me both.
So.
Yep. So
what are you eating? What kind of ice cream is that? Where's mine?
Well, this is coffee ice cream.
Ooh.
Oh
yeah. Yummy.
And I've got, this is all that's left. So if you want this, I'm willing to share.
Hi.
Hi, Elaine.
Elaine, hello.
Oh, coffee.
Girl, how you doing?
I'm all right. Hi, Diary.
Hey.
But yeah, you know, the depression sucks for everybody,
yeah.
And for everybody that suffers with it, and just saying, hey, cheer up, isn't going to work.
No.
You know, things like that, and being inspirational and talking to people and trying to bring them up. That helps. You know, tell them what a good person they are, or something they done that was good, or you know, and pay attention too. You got to pay attention to the signs, because the signs can lead to suicide. Yep. Always pay attention.
Oh yeah.
You know? But if you see somebody like that, try to raise them up.
Tomorrow.
Your birthday is tomorrow. We're gonna have to have a birthday stream.
Okay.
Right.
Tomorrow night is Elaine's birthday. Everybody be here. We're gonna party like it's 1999.
Okay. That's no big deal. All right. I'll be 46 tomorrow.
46?
Yeah.
I would have never guessed you for 46. 36, 36, yes.
No, man, I'm 46, guys. I'll be tomorrow.
Jenny Martset said, I'll tell you how to help somebody who lives with it. Be a good friend and listen to them and don't blow them off. Exactly.
Thank you.
Cab, everybody's wanting you to sing your signature song. Can you do that on my live stream? Yeah, how about it?
Right. What song?
Ready.
You are my son.
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on.
Oh. Oh. That's beautiful.
My boyfriend got this for me because this is our song to each other. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he got me this because that's our song. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, my
goodness. Wow. Now, who am I doing this for?
Everybody. Everybody said.
For everybody.
Sing your song.
I'll go on mute, girl. I'll go on mute. There.
All right. And while he's doing it, I'm going to go on mute and run to the bathroom. Okay.
You go for it, girl. All right. Well, from time to time, I sing a song called You Are My Sunshine over at my channel, and I love to sing this song. And I'm doing this for all of you out there, okay? So if you're feeling depressed or you got some anxiety going on right now, you think about this song. Think about that one special person in your life that has lifted you up, that one special person that's always been there for you, right? Out of more than anyone else, that one person that has inspired you to be the best person that you can be, whether they have already passed on or whether they're still here right now. So envision that person, okay? You got that person in your mind? Because I got that person in my mind right now, who it is. And so with a smile on my face, I simply say, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. And there you be.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
You're welcome.
You made a bunch of people happy out there. Yep.
That was awesome.
See, that's what I said. You're inspirational. Now look what you did. You put a bunch of smiles on people.
There you go. There you go. All right.
Yeah. Did you see
But
my
listen, I can only stay this short little time because I've got so many things I got to get to. You know that I got an ongoing case that I'm working with. So
yeah.
And people keep saying,
Ben, I'm sorry that happened to you. I heard, I saw. I'm sorry what happened to you.
Yeah,
I've been keeping track.
I've been listening and paying attention. Trust me.
Yeah.
If I hear or see anything, you know I will come to you, and you are going to find out about it. So,
I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate it from all of you. But once again, thank you for bringing me up here on your live stream there.
Thank you for coming up.
And I say much love to you, girl.
Much love to you.
Much love.
And nice seeing you, Cap 7. We can see you again.
And good seeing you too, Elaine, and Diary of Her Mind, and to all those good people out in the chat. Hey, you have yourself a fantastic night, okay?
All right. Have a wonderful night, Cab. Thank you so much.
Love you.
Bye-bye now. Love you.
Yep. Love you too.
That was awesome.
He's amazing.
So, Night Girl, you said you want to have a stream for my birthday tomorrow night?
Sure will. 7 o'clock.
What time?
7 o'clock.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
And I'm going to go ahead and jump down so Elaine can tell her story. And thanks for having me up, Nike Girl.
No problem,
nice to see you, Diary.
Nice to see you.
You know you're always welcome here. Always.
Oh, yeah.
I've always had a heart for my diary.
Oh, thank you.
I love you too, Diary. You've always been good inspiration to me too.
One of these days on live, I want you to come up and do some singing with me, okay?
Oh, okay. Sounds like good. Well, I'll sing with you.
Yep, we'll do a karaoke night.
That sounds good.
Yeah. For some karaoke.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been able to go up on any streams. But I'm glad I was able to come up tonight.
And I'm glad you did. I really appreciate you come up and telling your story. I really am. A lot of people need to know what different people suffer and how they suffer.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, because a lot of us, we suffer in silence, and you never even know.
Yep.
Sure.
But
all righty, I'm gonna hop off.
All right, much love, you sweetheart.
Hi, Daddy. Nice seeing you again.
I'll see you on the chat.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
All right. So how you doing, Elaine?
I'm fine. How are you? Long time no see.
Hello,
Wow.
Gaming. How you doing? Yeah, I
Hi.
haven't been living as much as I was before.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
so you suffer from depression as well?
Yeah. Well, not like severe, not like severe, but
Mhm.
like I do get depressed sometimes.
Yours is
You
like
know, you.
seasonal depression.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like 100%. It's not like it's on a scale from 1 to 10. It's probably about 7. So it's not that severe, but it's not that bad. I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
well, with me, it's like this. It's like okay.
Well,
My
tell us.
part of my depression is like when I get too close to people, and when they're not close to me, or when I try to reach out to people and
Mm-hmm.
shut me out for no reason. Sometime that kind of
Yeah,
makes
well,
me a
that's
little.
a trigger. Yeah, it's understandable.
Um.
A lot of
Now, do I
people
get?
have, and that's another thing. A lot of people have different triggers than everybody else. A lot of things will set off your depression, like you. You're saying
Mm-hmm.
that, when people let you down, that sets off
Yep.
your depression. That's
Yeah.
understandable. When people let me down, I get sad and upset about it too.
Yeah. But
So.
see, I don't show it. So what I do is I just keep it
Mm-hmm.
to anybody, and it's like, and my thing is this though: if you have a problem with me, see, with my depression, it's not. See, to me, I don't care. Can I swear on here, or I better not swear? No, I better not. You sure it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't get. Well, to be honest with you, I don't go. I don't give a fuck who talks about me. That's
Mm-hmm.
how I put it that way. What I do give a shit about is if you have a problem with me, and this is part of my depression. This is what triggers me. Come to me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go and tell a third and fourth and fifth party. If there's a problem, if you have to tell me something with that person there, that's fine. I
Yep.
say this all the time. And Mikey girl, I have been saying this for how long you know me now? About
Mm-hmm.
2 years, a year and a half and change.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying this for a very long time. Now, do I expect you to like be my best friend? No. Do I expect us to all get along? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But here's the thing. I'm not gonna let somebody like bring me down because you want to make yourself feel better. That's how I
Yeah.
see it.
Yep.
And my thing with that is
And
here's the thing. You
if
have a
they're being
problem.
like that, they're not a real good friend anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Right. And
So.
then it's like it's always, and here's the thing, like you were bringing up earlier, like when one party has a situation, how does that deal with the other party? Because you have okay, there's two parties. One party you have a situation with, that's fine. Why bring that situation to the other party when you've been kind of good? Well, you've been close with those people for quite a while. You see what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
and I hate when people assume the worst of me because I'm the nicest person. I'm a nice person.
You
Now,
are.
do I go
You're
off
a very, very
the
nice,
right?
outstanding person in my eyes.
I
And
try to be nice. I try. Now, do I go off the walls? Like, now, great. Have I been off the walls before? Well, I like to laugh a lot.
everybody does
Yes,
that. It's
I go off
human
sometimes.
nature. Yeah, we all do. It's human nature.
Right. Do I laugh at every little stupid thing? To be honest with you, yes, I do. Not all the time. Now, do I think I talk a lot? Well, maybe in your mind. That's from your point of view, yeah. To
But
me,
that's your way of coping and dealing. That's fine.
right.
And if
Right.
somebody don't understand that out of you, then they're not a good friend again.
That's what
Anyway,
I'm saying.
so it is what it is.
Right. But that's how I handle my thing. Now, what I do is I just listen to music. That's how I handle my
What I do.
depression. Like I said, it's not like severe. It's not good, but it's not severe. I'm in the middle. So,
Skater girl said, I gotta go. Night girl, much love to you and great topic tonight. I'm here for everyone in chat if you ever need a friend or support. Good night. Thank you, Skater girl. You have a wonderful night, sweetie. Much love to you.
She's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, she's amazing. And music, music is a big gateway for me. And music I can let my emotion out with. And that's a lot of times I go off by myself and listen to music. And if I'm in a horribly depressed, mad mood, I gotta listen to music because I gotta get it out.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So.
But like I said, what triggers my depression? Like I said, in my category, for me, in my point of view, how my depression is like this. I'm not severe. It's not good, but it's not severe. I'm in the middle. So for me, it's like one thing that does trigger my hi girl. Oh, is that Grace?
That's Grace.
Hi, Grace.
Hey, Westy. Hi,
Hey, honey. Yeah. Well, what triggers my depression, which isn't good, which I'm in the middle. But really, what really triggers it and what really ticks me off is, and y'all gonna know this now, I have a thing with people assuming that a third party tells them something, they don't give me a chance to explain myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Now I don't have to go into my life story now. That's not the issue. I don't have an issue with nobody on YouTube. My issue is if you have a problem with me, to come to me. That's what triggers my depression, and that's when I get upset.
Hello, Duty
That's
Ron.
what triggers it.
Thank you for joining us, buddy.
You know?
Yeah, I get that. So, I feel the same
I always
way.
say that. You know, I've been saying this from day one. I said, you know me. Haven't I always said this to everybody? If you have a problem with me, there's a thing called direct message. Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to talk to me privately, fine. Now, if you want to do it later on publicly when we get everything out privately down the line, I don't mind. But I'd rather do it privately than do it publicly because some people like to do that, do it publicly, and not do it privately. Mm-hmm. So that don't work that way. Now, say me and Night Girl had a problem. Night Girl, if I had a problem, they're just saying, for example, if you want to talk to me privately, fine. Now, you want to do it publicly later down the line when we get everything settled? Okay, that's cool. That's okay with me. But my thing is this, we're not in high school anymore. Mm-hmm. We ain't in middle school no more.
Yep.
And what really ticks me off is my depression. This is why I get mad. Everybody's like, oh, why are you getting mad? Why do you always act the way you do? Well, that's one of the reasons why I do. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be 46 tomorrow. Okay? I am. I've been living too damn long.
You are one beautiful 46-year-old woman.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, like I said, I've been living this for 46 years, okay? Now, my depression is not as severe, and it's not good as not. I'm in the middle. I'm kind of in the middle of my depression. But the thing is with me is, I just don't like when people assume the worst about me. I don't like when people, what's what I'm looking for? Like, they could talk behind me, but you listen from a third party. And my thing is this, if you got a problem, you fine. If you got to bring somebody with you to talk, I don't care that. But before you, shut me out or block me, make sure you get the facts first and let me know. That's all I'm saying. That's what really ticks me off. And that's what y'all got to know about me. Now, do I cause problems for anybody? No. Do I ever say anything bad about anybody? No. Only time I talk about anything, unless anybody wants me to bring it up publicly, that's fine. That's what you want me to do, fine. Other than that, I don't solve no problems for nobody.
I have to give you that much credit. I have never heard you say a bad word about anybody or talk low about anybody. And you've always been respectful for me. I disrespected you one time, but I jumped to conclusions on something, and I came and apologized. And I
apologized. No, I don't agree with that because but see, here's the thing with that was okay with that. Right, with that, but with that situation, that's fine because I had a feeling because I knew one day you were going to come back. I said, well, maybe one day she'll come back and talk to me, and I wasn't sure when, but then one day I did a live stream, and that girl just appeared, and I seen her in a live chat. I was like, hey, and ever since then,
so,
it was all right.
So and I felt horrible for what I did. So and now we've moved on, and we're really good friends now, and.
Yes, you are. Hell yeah. That's never gonna change.
Nope.
That's not gonna ever change.
Yep.
I'm always gonna be good friends with Grace too. That won't change either.
Yeah,
Grace is my girl. Grace is like my sister from another mister.
And that's facts.
Well, I'm all done with my story. I'm all pretty much. I'll listen. If somebody else wants to come up, that's fine. Does anybody else want to come up?
We're gonna try to let somebody else come up that wants to talk about their story too.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna get done anyway because I have to charge my phone. I gotta take a shower. But if you happen to be up here later, I'll come back up.
All right, we'll be here.
So,
all right.
I understand. I don't want to take too much time, but love you guys. Nice seeing you, Grace. Love you. Love you next too.
Love you too.
Everybody in the chat, and make sure you stay positive and keep on rocking on, y'all. See y'all later.
Rock, girl. Have a good night.
See you tomorrow. Bye. Good night, everybody. Love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you too.
All right. How you doing, Grace?
I'm trying to keep calm because my depression and my anxiety is right under the surface. It's right there. You know that feeling when it's right there and you can feel it coming.
The explosion.
Yeah, it's right there. So I'm trying to keep calm. So, so is it okay if I share too?
Yes, that's what I have you up here for. Go ahead.
So I've been having anxiety. Well, my son's almost 13, so about 14 years. Mm-hmm. And the depression, I was living in a black cloud. I call it a black cloud, where you can't function. Everything is just dark, really dark. It was really bad at one point. Mm-hmm. I had thoughts. Sometimes they come to where I don't want to be here anymore. I'm not worth living. This that you were giving off, I had that. Yeah, I had the same thing. I thought nobody needed me. Nobody cared about me. That I was just a worthless piece of dirt. And I shouldn't be here, That's the depression. That's my anxiety.
I love you.
I love you too,
to be here. I think you have a big. I've connected with you from day one. Don't ever think that somebody don't care about you, because everybody does. And Herman loves you.
He does.
I have talked to Herman by himself about you, and that man has not a bad word to say about you. He adores you.
He does.
Know that your son and Herman loves you to pieces. I love you. But
Thank
you have two of them out there that just absolutely adore you.
It's still a struggle, even though I'm sorry I'm crying.
You're fine crying. Sometimes you got to let it out, but just know that don't ever feel that way, girl. I know. I've never, and it's hard to, for somebody to say that, but just know that we do care, and there are people that do love you. I want you to know that, and I will always be here if you need somebody to talk to. Always.
Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate that. It just lately I've been under a lot of stress. Last year was hard, so lately it's just been piling up. I was doing really well, and then now it's like under the surface and it's coming out a little bit. So it's a struggle.
It's not something that you can just walk away from. It's a battle. It is.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to educate people on. It's not something that you just go like that and it's gone. It don't happen like that. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. See what I'm saying? Look at her. It surfaces and it stays, and you got to battle it. You got to overcome it. And a lot of times people don't overcome it, and it ends up being suicide.
And it's hard too, especially when you don't have the support of people who understand and tell you just deal with it, get over it, move on, just take your medication, you'll be fine, just snap out of it. It's not something that you can do if you're dealing with it on either every day or whenever you do deal with it. It's not something you can just like that. And it's hard, especially my mom. She's not a great support when it comes to it. I got called names for having anxiety and depression, and
hey, hard. Captain M, I know what it's like. I struggle with the same thing every day. Welcome to the chat, Captain M. Thank you for coming in. Black Dog, yeah.
Hey, nice yo.
Okay, go ahead, innocent one.
Sorry for interrupting again. I felt I needed to come up and make an apology to someone. I don't know if you're still in the live chat to this person, but Sandra, I saw you in live chat earlier. If you're still in live chat, I apologize for being an asshole to you the other day and being disrespectful to you. I apologize for my behavior and my actions. I know I was in the wrong. I was just having a bad day. I know that's not an excuse to be a fucking disrespectful prick to you. Sorry for swearing. I just wanted to come up and apologize, and please know I'm very, very sorry for my behavior and my attitude, and I'm sorry I acted the way I did. I felt that I needed to come up and apologize, and I understand if you can't forgive me. I mean, I hope you can, but I can understand if you don't.
Sandra has a big heart. She'll forgive you. It's okay. And it takes a big-hearted person to come up and give your apology. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Well, good, and I apologize to you as well.
I've already accepted your apology. You don't need to go on with me anymore. I always love you, innocent one.
And on another subject, Elaine, you say you're 46. Girl, I wouldn't pick you for a day over 20. And I mean it.
She's a pretty 46.
Love you, sister.
But, yeah, I know what you're coming from, Grace. I completely understand it, sweetheart. And it's like I took the 3 or 4 weeks off when I did my MIA thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really quite clearly ready to come back yet. I should have stayed away a little bit longer. And that's how I get. My better bet is to go off and do my own thing, stay away from people, because I have a mouth. Yeah. And when I'm triggered, my mouth will.
I'm the same way.
So, yeah. So my better bet, and I do this because I love everybody and I don't like hurting people's feelings, and I want everybody to feel welcome around me. I always do. Mm-hmm. So I go away so I don't hurt somebody, and I don't make them feel that I don't want them around. I want everybody to think that I want them around. I like everybody.
Yeah.
So Look what happened to Justin Carmichael, who was Juario on YouTube, and well as Robin Williams. They took their lives from depression as well, and they seemed to have, yeah, a lot of people carry the smile on their face.
Yeah, it's like a mask for certain people.
Yeah, and they want you to think that they have nothing wrong, nothing going on in their lives. You know, Robin Williams, yeah, he was always laughing and having fun. You would have never thought in a minute that man was going through that kind of depression.
Yeah.
If any, you know, and that's what I said. If you hear things from somebody or see something that looks out of the way coming from somebody, don't take it lightly. Don't take it as a grain of salt. Ask them, or if it's bad enough, get help.
Yeah.
You know, get them help. If you have to force it somehow, sometimes you will have to do that. You know, I wish I knew back then what I know now. My friend may not be gone, but I didn't know back then. Like I said, I heard him talk about suicide so much that I got like, oh, he ain't gonna do nothing. Well, the day came.
Yeah.
And I regretted it, and I felt for probably 4 or 5 years that I was on myself about it. I became I got a lot of issues with it, and I became suicidal because of that. I wanted to die because I feel like his death was my fault. You know,
and
it took me a lot of growing up and figuring out that he was going to do it regardless of how I acted or what I'd done. I didn't do anything wrong other than I guess I wasn't there that night, you know. But but I had to overcome it. I had to come to a realization that it was going to happen, regardless of how or what I done. He was too bound and determined.
Yeah, and some people, they feel like that's the only way out, that they can stop the pain that they're going through.
Yep. Yep. Me too, Captain N. Me too. Robin Williams was diagnosed with Lewy body dementia and was terrified of his future prognosis from what I had read. You know, I've said the same thing, that if I find out I probably shouldn't be saying this on here, but I'm going to be honest, okay? If I find out that I have any kind of serious cancer, you probably won't be seeing me no more. You know, the skin cancer thing, it's all well and good. It can be cut away. But if I'm going to suffer, I ain't going to suffer. Ain't going to happen. So it is what it is. I know I should be saying that. I'm sorry if you guys take it like that, but just being honest. I'm being me.
No.
So, yep. Cancer sucks.
It does. I lost too many loved ones to cancer, so
yep.
It sucks. It does suck big time.
Yep, it does suck very bad. I got a couple people on here that I know that's going through a really bad kind, you know. 9 times out of 10 they're not going to make it, you know. And watching one of them's getting to be really bad right now. I mean, like really bad.
No.
Watching them suffer like this, I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's just, you know, even serious prognoses have some chance of recovery. Don't go anywhere night. Just ban all the stupid people and keep us around for support. I was talking about if I got bad cancer, like lymph node cancer or something like that, you know, harder cancer than what I've already got. I'm not going to suffer like that. I'm not going to go through all that. I just ain't going to put up with it. Just ain't happening. So.
Yeah, but those suicidal thoughts, they creep in once in a while. And it's not fun, you know.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yep, and I ain't going to lie and say that I ain't had them just this month.
Oh, yeah.
And how far are we into the month? The 14th? I ain't going to lie.
Yeah. I just had those thoughts recently, too, like within the last couple weeks, too.
And that goes along with depression. And sometimes it gets so deep that I'm sitting here thinking about doing it. Okay, so that's how it is. That's what depression does to you, and it's not something you go and it's gone. It doesn't happen. So, yep, and shit happens. It just does. Oh yeah. If I'm completely terminal, I'm not sure I would take control into my own hands. Exactly as in Ginger.
Yeah.
I have lost loved ones from cancer myself. One was my dog of mine, and it happened before my birthday, back in 2003. I'm so sorry, Captain Ian.
Oh, I'm sorry, Captain Ian.
Yeah, I had those today, so they come back at times. Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Anybody that suffers from serious depression, we've all been there. We all know.
Even in my hardest moments, I try to tell myself that it doesn't define me. It's just a part of me. It's who makes me me. But like, I'm Grace. This is what I have. It just makes me who I am. I like to remind myself that, even though I don't listen to my own self when I talk to myself like that, but
we are our worst critics. We are our worst critics.
I just tell myself that to keep going when it's hard, but
I know. I try to do the same thing, and then I think to myself, I just overcame that, so it just made me a stronger person.
Yeah.
I know a little better what to do next time, but you don't really. And you're back in the same boat again.
Yeah.
So, Nike Girl, we need to connect on Hangout so you can reach out when you're considering it. I can't lose anyone else. I've lost too many. It doesn't come just at a certain time. It comes at all times. Things can trigger you. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's the truth.
Sure can. I can see a picture. It could be out of my season, because my seasonal is the worst. That's when it gets the worst.
No.
My seasonal. And then on top of already having depression, the seasonal just double stacks it.
No.
But I can be out of my seasonal and see a picture of something, and it'll trigger me right into a depression fit. And my depression fits last up to a month, so, and it sucks. I know, sweetie. I'm sorry, Colleen. It's okay. I completely understand, sweetheart. I get it. I was the same way when I lost my doggie. I completely understand. So, yep. I had a Rottweiler, and I had her for 10 and a half, almost 11 years, and she ended up getting really bad hip dysplasia.
Oh, wow.
And I had to end up going to get her put to sleep, and I passed out when they put her to sleep, and I hit the floor. I totally passed out.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Nike.
Yeah, it's been years ago, but I still miss her like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
To this day, who passed away a few years ago because she was getting. Oh, yeah, you never forget them. They're like kids.
Thank you for letting me come on and share whatever I did say. Thank you for letting me come on and share.
You can continue talking, sweetie, if you got more you want to talk about. The more you educate them, the better off it is. Everybody suffers differently. It's what I'm trying to explain to everybody, So.
And triggers are a big thing, especially for me. I can't say for everybody, but triggers are a big thing. Especially just like a certain word. Somebody can just say something and I get set off, and I coming close, I bottle things up. I just I can't open up anything up. It's like you gotta twist the bottle open just to get me to open up again and talk. And it's like even digging out.
I'm the same way. I can get triggered too, except for I got a big mouth and I come out. It's the difference between you and I is I got a mouth, and
I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
When I'm angry, I have a big mouth. Herman's seen that. He's seen it.
Yeah. It's like I said, I'm trying to let people know too that be careful what you're saying or doing about other people. You don't know what people are going through in their life. You don't know if they're on the urge, on the brink. And what's the point of being so damn hateful anyway? What's the point of being like that?
Exactly.
if somebody makes you mad, you just turn around and leave and walk away and let it go. Who cares?
Exactly.
You know, we got better fish to fry, better things in life to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
know,
agree.
that's what I'm trying to say. And like I said, the YouTube has taught me a lot.
No.
I have learned a lot from YouTube, and I've learned that your better bet is just to walk away because you ain't going to make things any better.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, she was having trouble breathing. She went in my arms. I saw her take her last breath. Oh, yeah, her babies are just like having a child. I completely understand. Just like having, you know, you love them like family. They are family.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And there's that saying, you don't know what the person is battling on the inside just by what you see on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they may have a smile, but deep inside they may be wanting to take their life that day.
Exactly.
It may happen. You know. So it is what it is, and you can't control how people feel. You can't control what is going on inside of a person.
No.
You know. So your better bet is just to be nice, turn around and walk away. Be the bigger person.
No.
You know.
And sometimes just saying hi to a person, have a nice day, can make somebody's day a little bit better. You don't know.
Oh, she has background noise, but it's okay. It's not so loud that it's bothering anything or anybody.
I'm sorry, I live near a main road, so you'll hear sirens, you'll hear all these kind of things going around.
It's okay, Colleen. I love you. If you ever want to come up on the panel and talk to, you're more than welcome to, Colleen. I'm sorry about Cricket. I'm so sorry.
I am sorry too.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I was saying though, I have learned on YouTube that, you know, rant videos and talking shit about people and all, it ain't getting you nowhere. You ain't getting nothing resolved. Ain't nothing gonna happen, but you're gonna make them mad, and it's gonna keep going back and forth, back and forth. It's gonna be like a tennis game.
Exactly.
The ball going back and forth, back and forth.
No.
What's the point in that? What's the point?
Exactly. I agree.
Then you could get in an argument with this person, and this could be the person that might be on the edge, that might be brink. And do you know that if this person does that and they find out that you triggered it, that you can get in trouble for it?
That is true. I heard that.
Yeah. Before. There is a law where they can arrest you for, what is that called? It's some kind of homicide type of thing. But yeah, you can get in trouble for it as well.
Yeah, I heard that before.
So, yeah. I'm 16 years old is a long, good... 16 years old is a long, good life for a dog, and I should be grateful I had spent those precious moments with her before she went. Exactly. 16 years is a good time.
That is.
Yep. Yeah, instead of turning their head because I'm not as good as they are, they could smile and say hello back. Exactly.
Yep.
You know what? If they're judging you by whatever, then they're not good friends anyway. Who cares if they say hi or they don't? Just keep on going.
Yeah.
You know? But if you could just look at somebody one time a day when you're walking down the road and smile and say hi, you might change their whole day. Just like the other day in Tim Hortons, a little old man sitting there and he's having coffee. This is no shit. This is a true story, okay? He's sitting there having coffee and he starts talking to us about the traffic and how it was getting ready to be because it was Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And so we talked to him a little bit, you know, conversated a little bit, and then we left. I seen this old man again just Sunday, and he's there with a woman. Okay. And I'm like, hello, how are you? He straight up snubbed his nose up at me like, what are you talking to me for? I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't get mad. I didn't say nothing. I was just like, all right, I ain't talking to your ass no more. You know, and we always go to the same Tim Hortons. So we're going to run into each other again, you know. So whatever. So just listen to funny songs like a girl. Yeah, Doreen is really good at sending funny songs to you when you're in a bad mood. Should get you laughing. Yep. I never thought I'd break down here I'm sorry you're breaking down. Do you want to come up and talk, Captain? You can come up and talk. You're more than welcome.
Hugs, Captain N.
And you can add me on Hangouts if you need to have an ear, somebody to talk to. You're more than welcome to add me. I'm here. I try to be here for everybody.
I have a exact opposite story, like how the story you just shared.
Uh-huh.
There was an occasion where I forget where I was. I was out and about, of course, doing errands, and one of those things, you know how you strike up a conversation with somebody.
Uh-huh.
This person and I was just talking, and she goes, "Thank you. I was having a bad day. You're the nicest person I ever met. So thank you for talking to me." It was just one of those things, just a simple hello or talking to somebody. You never know. You might change a person's day.
Here's me, okay? I'm a terrible softie for elderly people. I always have been. You know, if I see an elderly person, I run and open the door for them, or you know. And I always try to. Around here, you gotta be careful. These old ladies around here hit you with their purse. Okay. Around here, but I still try to be nice, and I'll say, "How are you today?" You know, and you smile at them, and they'll look.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And where I'm originally from, you say hi to somebody like that, and they're, "Hello, how are you?" You know, and they get excited and happy that you're talking to them because they don't get interaction very often. They don't, you know. So here it's like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat you with my purse, bitch. Come on, a little closer." So, but I still do, you know. And they are still my weakness. That's my kryptonite is elderly people and handicapped people. I can't do it. Sometimes they just need a person. Exactly, Jenny. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Myself, I guess it's expected from a fraud like myself. Why are you saying you're a fraud? You don't have a terrible voice. Listen to my mouth.
Captain N, I don't have a great voice either.
Voice, who cares what it sounds like as long as it's understandable? I've had a few up here that you couldn't understand, but I tried.
Yeah.
A few times I'm like, oh God, I can't understand this person.
I'm like you when it comes. I hate to use the word handicap because it just sounds like I don't know. It just doesn't sound right sometimes. But the people who, you know, I'm like you when it comes to them. I get disabilities. Mm-hmm. I get defensive. I get protective. I'll kick butt if I have to. I'll actually literally. If I have to, I'll defend anybody, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Grace, I like your voice, and Nike Girl, too. Oh. I'll buy you some hearing aids later, Rasmin, okay? Well, a lot of people do. A lot of people don't want people to know. They don't want people to know that they're suffering. And they don't want people, because there's some people, you know, if you tell somebody that you're going through something, a lot of men are like this. They want to fix it. They want to help. Yeah. And what they don't understand is they're pushing you away, that you need that space. And that's a lot of people, that's why they hide it. They don't want to be pushed. They don't want to be babied.
No.
You know, they want to suffer their own way on their own terms, you know. So that's understandable. I do that. I do it.
No.
I have a horrible voice, though. Drive through. People say, "Thank you, sir. Please drive through." I'm not a sir. I
got called that.
Especially gaming. If I'm on my gaming mic, I hear it all the time. "Are you a dude?" Shut up.
I was at a store with my son, and we were at the customer service counter. The worker turned around and I went, "Can I help you, sir?" And I went, I just gave him one of those looks, like a dirty look, like, "What did you just call me?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am." I'm like,
yeah. Everyone keeps saying I should do live streams, but I'm afraid to. Nothing to be afraid of. Nothing at all. Catherine, me too. I don't want to get swatted. They tell me they're going to come in here laughing. You will have to get me some hearing aids as well because I think you have a great voice. Oh, Zach. Oh my God, the Zen ginger, my grandmother had that.
Sometimes when I get really depressed, I feel like I'm a burden to people, and I know I'm not, because sometimes it's better to let people know how you're feeling. That's just me, just in case anything like happens to you, they know why you're feeling like that. But then I feel like I'm a burden. Like I don't want to talk about it to anybody because I don't want to be a burden to that next person. So
well,
different.
This is me being completely honest. I don't go around people and I'm like that because I'm snappy.
Yeah.
Very snappy. And I don't, like I said, I don't like hurting people's feelings, and I don't want to make anybody feel bad. That is never my intentions. But I'm liable to when I'm in that position.
Yeah.
Because I have a snappy mouth.
Yeah.
So a lot of times my mouth speaks before my brain thinks.
Yeah. So, I'm like that when I'm angry.
It is.
Hey, Grace by God.
Hey, Grace by God, how are you? It isn't from harassment, it's just for one thing because of the trolls, but I don't have the courage also what would I talk about anyways? Anything. A lot of people want to just come up and tell a story. A lot of people just want to hang out and say, hey, what's up? How you doing? You can have a live stream about anything. Don't be scared. My grandmother had a very deep voice. I got a deep voice. I'm just going to leave chat because the issue from the other day and the person that caused it has me pissed off again for the same reason, and I'm going to shut up before I snap the wrong person. Completely understandable, innocent one. You got to step away. You go right ahead. Much love to you, and I'll be here if you need to talk. Hey, Grace by God. How are you doing, Grace? When did I go live? It was fun, Captain. Maybe trivia or just talk about life or ghost stories. Yeah, anything. Talk about
video games. If you like video games, talk about the video games you like to play.
There's a lot of people that love to play that trivia.
Yeah.
Live streams. I know a lot of people that do. A lot.
Yeah.
So, yep. Well, it depends on how nasty you get. It's okay to talk about it, but getting too nasty, I don't want it to get way out of control. So, but if there's anybody out there that wants to come up and tell me their story, I think I'm going to stay live for about another 23 minutes.
Yeah, and I can go down for the people who don't want to come up.
Fine, nobody up here yet. You ain't got to go nowhere. The most innocent one ever. Me too. If one person comes in here, I will have to go or say something. Laugh out loud. Is it one of my friends? I hope my friends ain't pissing nobody off. Hope it's not her that made Moe mad.
Oh, most innocent one, I think.
Oh. No. It's his friend in real life. Was his best friend. So, well, the N in my name does not. The N in my name does stand for Nintendo. Oh, cool.
There you go. You can talk about Nintendo.
Yeah, you talk about Nintendo's game. I'm a gamer. I'll come up there and talk about games. I played the Nintendo. I played Zelda. You know this. I will talk about it with you. Zen, I'm good. No one in here made me mad. It's a now ex-friend of mine, and I'm pissed, good and proper. So, yeah. Yep. Oh, I thought you meant in here. Nope, not in here.
I'm sure she will let, if somebody upset. Or I don't know if it's a she. I'm sorry. I'm assuming.
Oh, both in us whenever he's
yeah.
Yep. It's a dude. But yeah, that's the whole reason I made this stream. I wanted to kind of let people know that, it's no joke. Depression's not a joke. Suicide is not a joke. Don't ever take it with a grain of salt. Neither one of them. You know, you could be talking to this person one day, tomorrow they could be gone.
Yeah, you never know what tomorrow brings.
Mm-hmm. And then you don't want to be the asshole that feels like you've done this, because you could be the one to trigger it. Your better bet is just to zip your lips and walk away if you got something bad to say. That's just my best advice to everyone right now. Enter my name on the YouTube search bar. You will find episode of my show. You would meet my ally, Captain S, who represents Sega. Yeah. I played Sega Genesis too. I did. The most innocent one ever. I'm not angry, but more hurt. She wanted something from me and I wouldn't give it. I didn't even know her, Nike. It's not in here, or she would be. Is it somebody that comes in my stream? Hey, the rhymes, Nike. The rhymes? I'm confused. If I come up, I'm going to get myself banned for going all out, and I'm going to get your channel in trouble for my language because I'm livid. I'm seeing red. Well, go take a break.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you to do right now. Go take a break before you get me mad in here for saying things. So go take a break. Go breathe. Calm down. And if I'm still alive when you come back, we'll be good. I am trying to turn my life around by at least turning to God for help. That's a good thing. You know,
Yeah.
A lot of people turn to God for help.
Yeah.
So there's nothing at all wrong with that.
Yeah.
If that's what works for you, then that's what you need to be doing. So
exactly.
Connect with you on Hangout somehow. I gave you my email like many times. Hold on.
Wow, great. Grace by God, I didn't know you had. I was kind of familiar with your story, Grace by God, but I didn't know it was for that long for you.
I've lived with depression, anxiety disorder, and PTSD for over 25 years. We're best friends, unfortunately. I hear you. I've lived with depression since my teen years. So, Grace, okay, not in yours, Night. No, you said something. She goes in cabs and Green Bay, but not here. Don't want to come here disrespecting. It wouldn't be a smart idea. Okay, I gotta run, but gonna lurk around the YouTube while I do water changes on the fish tanks. The Aussies have their auction stream tonight. Maybe I'll see you there tonight. All right, Zen. Have a wonderful night. Aquamate and them's doing that tonight. I'll try. I'll find out. I'll check it out. I'll ask Jess. Anyway, have a wonderful night, Zen, Ginger.
Take care, Zen.
And hope you get those tanks cleaned. Even though sometimes these depressions and anxiety attacks give me headaches sometimes. Oh, they give me headaches too.
Yeah.
If I cry a lot, I get migraines, and I cry
yeah.
a lot with depression. So, yes, I cry. I'm human.
I cry too.
Yeah. That's part of life. I do that once in a while. Praise by God. 1 in 4 people are diagnosed with a mental health issue disorder, and every 40 seconds someone dies from suicide. Amen.
Yeah.
Very, very true, Grace by God. Very, very true. A lot of people ain't diagnosed. And
they go undiagnosed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And those are those people that don't want you to know.
Yeah.
That want to suffer alone. And that's the ones you got to really watch, because that's the ones you find.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yep. So, that's how life works.
And as you can see, I'm up and down with mine. I can be teary-eyed, sad, anxious, and feel okay the next moment.
Yep, that's part of, I ain't trying to diagnose you with anything, but that's part of also being bipolar. 1 minute you can be fine, the next minute you can be depressed. You know, the only mental thing I have is my anger trust. My anger is completely out there. Yeah, well, unfortunately, people get sick. In my experience and what I've experienced, and seen. People get sent to anger management, but it does nothing
Mm-hmm.
for them. People with anger issues keep their anger issues.
Yeah.
So that's just my experience. That's something you got to learn to control yourself. You
Yeah.
have to learn how to take that deep breath and walk away. That's something you got to work on yourself. And if you're ever going to be married, you better work on that.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to hurt the person you love.
Exactly.
So that's what's going to happen. Hello, Kenneth, the Kentucky fam. How are you doing?
Hi, Kenneth.
I went to anger management and it landed me in a damn courtroom.
Yeah.
That
Sometimes things work for some people, sometimes it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and it depends on what got you put into the anger management class. That's probably what got you put into court.
No.
So, but yeah, and like I said, I seen a video and comments made just a couple of days ago. This is what set me off on this live stream is, snap out of it. You're just doing that because you're crazy.
Oh, I heard those comments before.
That just happened recently on somebody's live stream that they were having about being depressed themselves. They were trying to express what was going on with them. And then not only was it being said out there in their chat, as soon as that was over, people were commenting on the video afterwards. And I'm like, really?
Wow.
You not understand? This person is trying to tell you what's going on with them. They're trying to explain to you why they're doing the things that if I say what they're doing, then it's going to give it away. And they're doing the things that they're doing. They're trying to give it to you, and you're acting like a total ass. It's not something they can help,
No.
So I've got a rap sheet and a half with the police. I think I might be bipolar too. My mood changes a lot from happy to sad. Mine does it. Mine does it too. I should get my tea ready. I need some tea too. That sounds good.
That sounds good.
Some raspberry tea.
I have caramel tea.
Ooh, that sounds even better. I love me some caramel.
Yeah.
So that does sound good. Some caramel tea. Ooh. Hello, Kenneth, the Kentucky fan. My brother's name was Kenny, just thinking about it. I have a brother named Kenny as well. He just passed away a year ago. I've been in a mental health crisis since Sean for Help came after me back on September 4th. It also changed my social media life experience forever. Don't let it define you, girl. Don't let it define you. I should get my coffee ready. Sorry, damn, thing keeps jumping. Sorry, I'm the odd one out. No, you're fine, Rasmin. You are just fine.
I could go for coffee or tea.
I love both.
Yeah.
But I have to have my coffee every day. I might be bipolar. I don't know, because I was happy a minute ago, and then the minute my CDL crap comes to mind, I'm just fucking over society. Well, you gotta just breathe. Just breathe. It's okay. I know this sounds like I'm an asshole, and I'm sorry that it does. I wasn't close to that brother. Me and that part of the family, we never talked. It wasn't my fault. I wanted to be closer to him, but me and that side of the family never talked. It wasn't like I knew him. I've probably seen him 4 times my entire life.
Yeah, I have family like that too. We're not close.
Yep. I've actually had 2 brothers die in the last couple of years. One died from a drinking and driving accident, and then the other one died from problems. So, and neither one of them, the one I knew, the one that died in the drinking and driving accident, I knew a lot better than the other one. But we didn't get along. So, we just didn't get along. He was a pain in the butt. So.
My mom is the youngest of 5, and she lost 3 or 4 older siblings already within the last 10 years or so.
Yeah, they say they come in 3s.
Yeah.
Once it happens, it comes in 3s. And I've always noticed that if somebody passes away, I look for 2 more after it. Always.
Yeah. And her mother died a year after her older brother died. So
I'm only close with one of my siblings, just one, and he's mentally handicapped, and that's my brother that gets on here once in a while on my mom's account. That's it. He's the only one that I'm close with. Alive now, talk about dysfunctional. Yeah. At least I feel a little calmer now, getting all that off my chest. I'm glad you got it off your chest, sweetheart. I'm glad I helped you out. That was the whole point. No, it's okay, Grace. It happens. Like I said, I love my brothers. Don't get me wrong.
mm-hmm.
I just wasn't close to them like that. It wasn't like I spent every day with them, or even once a week, kind of thing. So, yep. If anybody else wants to come up and talk for a minute, come on up. I'm tempted to come up and rant, but I've ranted about it for 10 effing years so far, and I'm only one in my friends and family who doesn't have a CDR drive trucks, and it effing pisses me off bad. Hi, Nike, how are you? Hey, Mother, how are you doing?
Is that your mom?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Darlene 47 LA is my mother.
Hi, Mama Nike.
Yep. She is the mother of the brother that I'm closest to. The rest of them are by other mothers.
Oh.
So, one of them was adopted.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah. Hey, Finley River, how are you? It's been a while since I've seen you. Long time no see. So, hello, Nike's mom. Yep, Darlene LA 47 is my mom, my mother. But she knows that I go through some depression. Yep. My stomach is growling like I ain't even had dinner today. What's the dealio? My stomach's going rah, rah. I'm surprised you guys ain't hearing it in the mic. Rah, 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 rah.
No, I had it.
It's a talking. It's like, feed me now.
I'm sure you probably heard the earthlings outside, so what am I into?
Yeah. Did I even take my medicine? Let me see. I think I forgot. Oh, I did. I'm going to let you take control for a minute. I'm going to go grab something to drink so I can take my medicine. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, I don't know if I do have an exact accent, but I am from Hawaii, so I know that's completely random and off topic, but if I do have an accent, that's why. It's because I'm from Hawaii, so... Okay. How is everybody doing? Does anybody else want to come up and share your story too? That's what you guys are going through. Feed me Seymour.
I am back. Damn medicines. I'm sick of taking medicine. I wonder why you're depressed.
I have some medicines that I took so much over the years that I actually got allergic to from the interaction with. So I'm like, oh, okay, which one should we try you with now?
Yeah, I'm worried about my metformin doing that.
Oh yeah.
If I came up, everyone would hear my horrible. What'd you cut with the horrible voice? Listen to my voice. Listen to my accent. Really?
Captain N. I don't sound great either.
I love your accent.
Yes, I'm in Hawaii right now. Born and raised here.
Hawaii sounds great. Are you in Hawaii right now? Yes, She's in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even show myself on webcam either. I don't like looking at myself on webcam. Does that count?
I don't like looking in the mirror. Does that count too?
Exactly. Either. I don't like staring myself. I don't like looking at myself. Sometimes I even scare myself in the mirror. I'm like, whoa, who's that?
I do that. Especially in the morning when I first wake up and the hair is all over the place. I get scared. I'm like, oh gosh.
One side of your head waving at the other, you know?
Yeah. And then my bangs are sticking up here and one's over there.
Yeah. I got to go now, Night. Mom needs some help. Okay. Love you. Have a wonderful night, buddy. I just heard something weird.
Is that your stomach?
I don't know what that was. It was a weird beep.
Oh.
That's why I have no mirrors, but the one in the bathroom.
Me too, Grace, but God, that's the only mirror.
Only one I got. I don't have mirrors in my house. Are you crazy? I don't want to see that.
If I need an extra mirror, I use my phone camera.
Doreen, you're gorgeous. Doreen's my honey bunnies.
Aw.
Doreen,
you're awesome.
Even though my Captain N persona on here has something to do with my real life job, sort of. In a way, it's a long story. Let's just say I'm sick of the paparazzi always stalking me. Paparazzi?
Bomber.
Holy moly.
I'm intrigued now.
Let's hear about this. What about
paparazzi?
Hey, Ralph's truck. How you doing?
Hi, Ralph.
Oh, good Lord. This gives you the burps.
Well, I bet.
How's it going, Ralph? You out on your truck? Or are you taking a break? You guys check out Ralph, too. He's a good dude.
He grabs my sugar tush.
You can grab my sugar tush. I don't want to know. Trust me. Well, give me the paparazzi if I know. I don't want paparazzi.
Curiosity's gonna get the best of me, though, Captain.
Show Nike girl something. Yeah, show me. This is show me steak. No, it's not. I'm kidding. Not the show me steak. Copy. 13 minutes, people. If you got a story to tell, you got 13 minutes. Nike girl got to get up at 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, that's too early.
Early. Real early.
That's way too early.
Amen, sister.
Way too early.
It's like there is a thing called privacy and they don't care. I know, right?
They don't.
Nike went over to that place and it would be nice enough to live in. Oh, did you? Awesome. That's good to hear. I have to get up because no, I do sleepwalk. But I get up because my boyfriend goes to work and he has to be there at 5 and I get up, make him breakfast and get his lunch ready and all that stuff.
Thank you for mentioning about waking up early. I have to get up early tomorrow to have a doctor's appointment. And I needed to set my alarm.
Many things doctors want to do to me. Camera in stomach.
Ooh.
Colonoscopy. Head to allergy doctor, dentist, and at least one root canal, maybe 2. Oh, no.
Wow.
I know the doctor thing. I got surgery on the 22nd, and they're wanting to do a full over to check all my body for more cancer. They just found out I had 2 lumps in my left breast. I got to go get my mouth fixed again.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
It's on campus? Oh, that would suck. How sweet of me. What did I do?
Oh, I think because you said you had to make your other half lunch and whatnot. His breakfast.
That's what couples do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandra. I didn't know you were still out there. I'm glad you're still there. Damn it. I went after whatever this is in my mouth twice now. And apparently I'm not getting it.
Gosh.
It's getting on my nerves. Anyway. You get up early? Yes, I do. I do. It's really nice. That's good. Yep. We'll have to talk about it in the morning or something. You have to call me. You wouldn't believe me if I told you, Rasmin, what I do. I don't know if my phlegm in the back of my throat is from allergies or my acid reflux. So that's why I have to get the camera down my throat. And I could do the colonoscopy at the same time. You could. Just hopefully they use 2 different cameras. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I shouldn't even have went there. I am so sorry. But
I had a colonoscopy done.
The phlegm in your throat, does it burn? Like all the time? If it's acid reflux phlegm, it would burn.
No.
Got it. I
get red germs too.
Oh, I sleepwalk. I have, what do they call those nightmare things where you come out screaming and
like night terrors.
Yeah, terrors. Yeah, night terrors. Yeah. I get that. I don't even. The weird thing is I get them. It wakes me up, but I don't remember what it was, what the dream was.
Yeah.
So I don't. I'm psychotic.
My son had that a couple of times. He woke me up screaming, and I had to tell him the next day, "You were screaming." I was. I don't remember.
And my old man, he keeps saying that here recently that he's catching me not breathing in my sleep, that he'll have to shake me. So I'm going to have to talk to the doctor, be like, look, I don't know I'm doing it, but he's finding me not breathing.
No.
So, Freddy Krueger, yeah.
I don't want to either. Or Michael Myers.
Oh no, a cat emergency. The cat okay, or just like needs to be fed or something?
Come back.
I hope the cat's okay.
I hope the cat is okay too.
Yeah. Kind of worried now. I am having a terrible night, but somehow I will get through it. Just tap into see what condition my condition was in. Hey, Captain Jack Scrapper. I'm sorry you're having a terrible night. What's going on? Do you want to talk about it? It's good seeing you, though. Thank you for coming in. Doctor, not sure. Couch and gag all the time. Wife had to tell doctor how bad.
Wow.
Yeah, when you get that in your throat like that and it's burning, oh, he's such a sweetie. And it's burning like that, yeah, you will gag and all that. I completely understand. Michael Myers only comes out on Halloween and Jason Voorhees on Friday the 13th in Camp Crystal Lake. Leatherface is from Texas. Yeah, we know. Yeah, I'm going to pray for you, Ralph. I hope it all gets better. I really do. Oh, he was looking weird at something, thought it was a bug, but now he is gone to bed in the bedroom. Hey, if my cat's looking at something and I think it's a spider, you better bet your sweet ass that's emergency. Time to go get the boyfriend to get the spider out of the house. Nike does not deal with the spiders. No, no, no. Okay, not able to head southwest. My patient is way too sick to travel, so all my dreams and plans went down the fucking drain. Well, can't you wait for your patient to get better and then try again? These movie jokes are terrible. No, they're not.
So I was going to share something funny, but I don't know whether it's going to cross boundaries or not, but your reaction, I think, is going to be priceless, but yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So a guy's walking down the street and he sees a lady who's got no clothes on, and the catch is she's eating watermelon for some reason, sitting out the front of the house with no clothes on, right? So he says, "Oh, it's bloody hot. Is it any cooler with no clothes on?" She goes, "No, not really, but at least it keeps the flies off my watermelon."
Okay.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, good Lord. Most innocent one ever.
So there's a young guy fishing down by a pier, and he's got himself a brand new fishing rod and reel and all this sort of stuff. So anyway, he's about to cast his line and he hears this girl crying. He looks over and sure enough, here's this young girl and she's got no arms or legs. So he puts his rod down, he wanders up and he says, "Well, what's wrong?" She says, "Well, no one ever hugs me." So he puts his rod down, wanders up and picks her up and hugs her and then puts her down and goes back to his fishing rod. He's about to cast his line again and she starts crying again and he puts his rod down and walks up and says, "What's wrong?" She says, "Oh, well, no one ever kisses me." So he walks over to her and he kisses her and puts her back down and goes back to his rod and reel and he's about to cast his line again and all of a sudden she cries again. And he's like, "Oh, good Lord, what is wrong with you, girl?" And she says, "Oh, well, no one ever screws me." So he puts his rod and reel down, goes over to her, picks her up, walks to the end of the pier and throws her in the drink and yells out, "Now you're screwed!"
Jesus. Oh, good Lord. I'm sorry to hear that, Captain Jack Scrapper. That sucks. That would really suck. I don't know how to get you out of that kind of predicament.
Let me have a look at chat and see what's happened.
I wish I could do something to help you, but unfortunately I can't make her change her mind.
Hang on, what happened?
So, it is now 8:56, so I'm going to start doing the slow shutdown. I appreciate everybody that's come in and shared your stories. I appreciate it a whole bunch. I appreciate you hanging out with me up here for a long time, Grace. I love you, girl.
You're
my sister from a different mister.
And that's facts. That's the truth.
Yep. And
then you got an annoying little pain in the ass minion over here in the corner.
Yeah, I want to see your face. And let's get rid of the crop picture and show me your face.
Well, my camera that faces me doesn't exactly work.
I seen your camera working earlier.
Yes, but that was because I had it facing forward and it was through a mirror. And I don't exactly like looking at myself in the mirror because it's a fucking frightening sight.
Well, you can turn the phone around and look at yourself like that.
No, but the phone turned around looking at me doesn't work. The camera facing me doesn't actually work.
Oh.
But the camera facing forward away from me does.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I want to say thank you to my moderators out there. Liam, thank you for throwing up my links for me tonight. Lynn, Mitzi, everybody that's came in here, Sandra, Zach, Rasman, everybody that's been in here, Captain M, all of you, man. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. I appreciate it. Ralph's Trucking, Diary of Her Mind, everybody, my mother, Doreen, my honey buns, Grace by God, everybody. Thank you guys all for coming in and hanging out. And I wish you guys happiness, peace within yourselves. Spread the love, spread the peace, you know, and take care of yourselves. Remember that you got to make yourselves happy sometimes too. Walk away, breathe. So, Mama Liam, I love you too, Mother. All right, Captain M, everybody, thank you all for coming in, like I said. But I'm going to go ahead and shut down now, Grace. I love you, girl.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me on.
Yeah.
What is it, Innocent?
You have a good night. Love you.
I love you too, Innocent Whenever. You have a good night as well.
Yep, I will. See ya. Bye.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. You guys all have a good night. Have a good night. Much love.